Welcome into the Chemistry Podcast, episode number 295, fueled by First Form, baby.
Oh, you're caught. Yoink. What's wrong with you?
My voice, it's cracking just a little bit.
Screaming freedom. God, that's good. Oh, damn good.
What does that do for you when you just had that first drink? You know, you just get that first
drink? That's not, I mean, my first energy drink of the day.
Yeah.
I don't drink too many energy drinks, believe it or not. But when I need to, they're great.
Do you think you should have more than one energy drink?
Those energy drinks, I think
they're pretty have more than one.
They're pretty good for you, yeah.
That's not going to make you like, see, the thing about these things, like it's not like one of those cheap-ass energy drinks you buy at the gas station where Cam goes, where it's going to make you all jittery and crazy if you have a couple.
You don't go to gas stations?
Cam...
You don't go to gas stations?
Cam gets like the rock star. He's walked in with like a rock star one time.
Nah, I drink coffee in the morning.
Monster, you had a Monster one time, I think.
Oh, I used to do that back in the day.
See?
The Monster, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
so I knew it was one of those.
I was addicted to painkillers too, so I needed to like equal out a little bit.
What do you mean? You think a Monster and the painkiller are opposite sides of the spectrum?
Well, yeah.
Oh, we're wearing our jerseys today from Bench Clears, man. We got a new sponsor on board. Bench Clears, benchclears.com. Use that promo code, baby, Cam and Strick. And these things are fucking
They are very light and cool. And not that I'm like supporting the Oilers because they're going to lose to the Panthers.
You kind of are supporting the Oilers.
I mean, I got to. Like, I'm not going to wear Florida too.
Yeah.
I like these unis, though. They look awesome. They feel good. I could do this is double XL.
Yeah.
I could do an XL.
Mm-hmm. This is a small.
I know, it's a women's small.
Normally, I'd wear the medium. I almost wore the Buffalo Sabres today, but we wanted to go Stanley Cup Finals. So, welcome aboard, Bench Clears, Joe, everybody. Anushka, say what's up to Anushka.
Anushka, what's up, girl?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're representing.
We got some Devils here, and we got Buffalo Sabres. I got all kinds of shit. I got the old school Devils one too. Right here. Look at that.
Yeah, we got a bunch of teams.
Green on it. They got all kinds of shit.
They got USA, Canada.
This is perfect for go down to Lake the Ozarks or whatever. You got this on. It's late. It's
not
easy
going to the Ozarks.
You know, I was supposed to go this next weekend.
It's good for the beach. It's good for the pool. It's good for whatever you're doing in the backyard. You're
boats,
chilling
whatever.
out in the backyard.
You know.
But they've got hoodies too, man. So it's not just about the summer. And they've got American League teams fully licensed by the NHL and the American League.
Pretty cool stuff right here. Bench Clears. And actually, when we were talking to Andy's like, where'd you get the Bench Clears from? We're like, yeah. What do you think, Andy? Fucking leaving the bench, baby.
Well, I didn't put two and two together.
Well, you should have. As a hockey guy, I would say you should.
First off.
Yeah.
But they're cool, man. I've got a bunch. I will be busting some out. I feel a little bit like Caitlin Clark.
You do. You look like her. Actually, she's bigger than you.
You think?
Yeah, she is bigger.
How tall is she?
6 foot.
Dunk?
I haven't seen any dunks.
No.
I watched a whole highlight of her and Angel Reese the other day, like the whole, like on YouTube.
Were they playing against each other?
Yeah. And then I just went on YouTube just to look at it took like 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I almost fell asleep. I mean, it's just boring. It's just so boring.
You see, you don't have an eye for good basketball.
I guess not, you know. It's just the same thing over and over. This layup. And even Caitlin Clark was kind of boring, too. Fucking layup, shoot from downtown.
Do you like watching the NBA?
No, but I did watch the NBA there. The NBA is about as fun as what's going on with the Stanley Cup Final right now, too. Kind of not.
Why is the final among the most boring finals I've seen in a long time?
It's bad. Edmonton needed that, you know?
Yeah.
I saw it. It's funny to see, the funniest thing was when fucking Biz is, running around with these tight fucking pants on. He's got the belly shirt on, and he's so hyped up when ththey were playing Whitney's thing. He's, choking these two guys out,
On the Jumbotron?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That shit's funny.
Yeah.
The rest of the game was okay, just.
Well, see, the Panthers, they're a very entertaining team too. So I'm a little bit surprised there. And the Oilers, man, they can be entertaining as well. I'm glad they won a game, man. I don't need to see a sweep in a Stanley Cup final. Edmonton needed to win.
Yeah.
Now we'll see what happens.
Hey, I tell you what, whenever you go, if I'm Florida and I'm going back down to Miami, I'm like, we do not want to have to go back to fucking Edmonton.
But could that mentally drain them?
Oh,
because they're feeling more pressure.
You have to go back up there.
They shouldn't be. They're in a comfortable spot back home with a 3-1 lead. I'm sure that's what they're saying.
How was Father's Day?
Well, listen, my Father's Day was driving back from Chicago. Chicago 2 weekends in a row. Although every time you go to Chicago, you feel like you're in a different city because it's so damn big. You stay in one suburb. I think the suburb we stayed in this time was a full hour away from the suburb we were in last weekend. for that
other side of the
Oh
country.
my God, dude, it's so
Chicago's pretty goddamn cool.
But it is, man. The weather's cooler there than it is here, even though it's still kind of hot.
It's windy.
The Cardinals were there, so we didn't get to any games or anything like that because we were busy. But no, it was cool, man. But Father's Day, I came back on we drove all afternoon, and when I got home, I just didn't want to do shit. You know what I mean? But I got some cool cards and stuff like that. Kids make music. They say some nice things, but it wasn't your typical Father's Day where you're just like waited on and catered to all day long.
Those days are gone, man.
No, it's not. It's like if I was in town.
Oh, okay.
If we were here and
I see
we weren't driving back.
Well, that's what I mean. Those days are gone.
4.5 hours.
You're going to be out of town for every
Father's Day.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But all I do is watch golf. I'm a big into watching golf, man. I watched the U.S. Open. That was fucking awesome.
Who won it?
Bryson DeChambeau.
Did he?
Rory McIlroy. Fucked. He missed, Andy, 2 3-foot putts that me and you, if I would have missed that in front of people would have chirped me, dude. And don't get me wrong, the greens were so unbelievably difficult.
I've seen you miss lots of those.
I would have made that.
You think?
Although the one kind of hooked so bad. Yeah, so I watched that. I got my dad, I got him a couple little things. I went to Salt and Smoke, which is unbelievable. You don't like, does that gross you out even? So I'm bringing it up.
What is it?
It's a barbecue place, Salt and Smoke.
You eat some pig?
It's so damn good. So I go, Dad, you got to get this. He's never had it before. So Kate and I went there. I got him a half thing of brisket. I got him a half slab of ribs. I got him some unbelievable mac and cheese that they have. Baked beans, all this
That's
stuff.
what you got him for Father's Day?
Yeah, hooked him up with all that. I got him.
You get him anything else?
Yeah,
like
I got him
a shirt
or
something.
The dog, a bunch of stuff, Bear, and then I got him because he loves sitting outside, listening to ball games and whatnot, and listening to us on the radio and whatever. So there's bugs out in his back deck. So I got him one of those badass little fly swatters
the tennis
that have
rackets?
the electric. Yes.
Yeah, we have those.
Like, yoink, 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 yoink.
Yeah.
And then you can plug it down and it'll attract mosquitoes and stuff like that. You don't want to not be able to go outside because of bugs.
Well, dude.
Like, you got to fucking get rid of them, man.
I've got a company that comes and, like, sprays my whole...
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah. So,
my dad used to spray stuff on houses.
Yeah, but that doesn't work. You got to get the real professional guys.
So you're saying he's not a real professional?
Well, you're saying he had the real stuff?
No.
Or he's spraying something he bought at the store. Like, that doesn't work.
He used to do that for a living.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I thought you said he was a waterproofer.
He was. And then he got into termite treating, which is the same thing with spiders and all that. So he'd go around and have to spray fucking this nasty-ass fucking pesticides on houses after he did waterproofing. And so, like, he knows about that. But you could do that all you want. That's not having insects and spiders going in your house. But we were on the back porch. Like, I just remember, like, there's bugs around. I go, I'm going to get you one of these little electric things. And just fucking zap these damn things.
Oh, it's great. I love doing it.
He went to a concert in Eureka and hung out with all my friends.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Like a little, like, and it was pretty funny. It was so funny. Like, Kate and I don't go out to, like, Eureka Days or whatever it is, but he does now.
Eureka Days.
It's funny, man.
Sounds
He's
doing
very
good. Classy. Eureka Days.
He's got money, man.
No, it sounds fun.
It's not.
No, it sounds.
What'd you do?
Sounds fun. Hey, listen. Are you one of those because you have dogs? Like, do the dogs get you things that you think?
Yeah. From Willow and Lulu, I used to.
You're serious. Like, you think that they are like your kids, basically.
Yeah.
Like, you really believe that. You think having kids is the same as having dogs?
Not even close.
Like, you ever have your friends like, we got to go. We got to let the dogs out. You know, it's like
yeah. Sometimes you got to do that.
Sometimes
you know, I don't.
If you're gone all day.
I don't neglect my animals like Andy does.
No.
You know, Andy's dog probably doesn't get too much attention because he's so busy doing other things. So I give my animals a lot of attention. Are they children? No, they're animals. And they're going to die a lot quicker, and then I'm going to have to get another one.
We found this lady. And all the blues players take their dogs there when they go on road trips, dude. So, like, she's
a pet sitter,
hanging out with, like, Bennington's dog this past weekend. She's going back there, whatever. And they chill out, whatever, at this place. They had like 10 dogs there at their house. Like, could you have a business like that?
No. But if I had a lot of money, I'd have a lot of acreage, and I would have a ton of different animals. I really would. Not like llamas and stuff like that. They don't do anything for me. I would have a ton of dogs. I'd have a lot of, maybe, protective dogs to, water dogs to hunting dogs. I'd have a shit ton. I'd have horses, man. I would have a ton of horses. Yeah. I would. And I'd have people taking care of it all the fucking time.
Llamas. What made you think like a llama? Like,
because a lot of people that have they have like llamas, and maybe they'll have
exotic animals.
Yeah, I don't even consider them exotic, but like stuff like that. I just would have some cool horses. I'd have a black stallion. I'd have a black and a white horse.
Oh.
Mine would be the black one. Kate's would be the white one.
Okay.
Dressed like a fucking cowboy, no shirt on.
Do you have any food in your bag, by the way? I'm really
hungry.
I'm hungry, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what do you have?
You know, on camera too.
Yes. No, I don't want that.
God, I just, Kate's like, you want to change it up and get a different kind of protein stick from First Form? I go, yeah, give me the barbecue flavor.
Does she order it for you?
Yeah. She goes, what do you want? She's like, me. And so, you want that?
No.
And so I thought,
do you have it? Well, no, I'm just wondering. You have any protein bars?
I'm not giving you any food.
You have any protein bars?
No. But I'm not giving you food because that's Hoosier. Your phone's going off, and now you want to eat from the mic. Why are you such a Hoosier?
Very tired,
you are
exhausted.
Creve Core Hoosier. You are.
I don't live in Creve Core.
Close enough.
Close.
You're a Ladue Hoosier. You know, you're eating on camera. What's wrong with you?
Hungry. Dude.
Did you just get up?
No.
Well, you can't.
I got up at like 6:30.
You can't be like a health nut and be like, I fast. Look, I fast. I don't eat. Look, I'm healthy. And then come on, right when we're doing a work, this is work.
Yeah.
And now you're like, I'm hungry, Cam. Let me eat in front of people. That's fucking Hoosier.
I thought you'd give me something.
I just did. But you don't eat meat. So what do you need?
I will eat meat.
What do you want? You want some grass?
Yeah. I'll have.
What do you want?
Maybe I'll have one of those in a little
Damn.
bit. That's 20 grams of protein right there.
It is. Makes you horny. Kind of.
You know, that's no proof of that.
If you drink a ton of protein, you'll get hornier.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, dude.
Wow.
I know.
Just even a protein shake?
Yeah. Big time. Yep. No doubt.
Why? You think the games have been that boring?
They've been okay. 8-1. Is that fun
game?
For you? Like, that's fucking god awful.
But
there's no fights, and I get all that stuff. There was nothing crazy at the end.
I thought
we were talking earlier.
I said, with the guys I was watching the game with, there was like 6 minutes to go in the second period. I said, this third period may go on for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be one melee after the next, and there was going to be 7 guys left on each bench.
No. You can't roll the dice like
any of that.
Yeah, but you can't roll the dice and try to.
Yeah, but
go
you know you're not going to win. I know. I realize that.
Well,
I just didn't know if you were.
It's not worth.
It's kind of the Panthers.
Or you get
way.
hurt. I mean, it's just not worth it. Just coast.
But I thought they'd start tossing some guys, giving 10 minutes.
I would like to see some more organic emotion, but I think the guys on the Panthers like, listen, we've done this all year. We're in a good spot. Let's just let them have their fucking. Let them have their highlight. Time. All the Canadians up there like, we're doing their thing. Biz is going crazy. It's crazy. Everybody's doing stuff. Our boy Zachy Cassian is getting a standing ovation from the fans. Let them have their time. And they're like, just fucking chill. Get through this. If you want a cakewalk through, I don't give a fuck. Let's get back down to Florida and let's seal the goddamn deal. I even like what Paul Maurice been cool. Remember a little bit, like maybe like a month ago, he got a little too, I don't know what he was doing. Like, he got a little too kind of funny and cute after. Remember,
he was putting on a show after every press conference.
Like trying to like.
Little too comfortable.
I know he was trying to distract.
Against the Rangers.
He was trying to distract a little bit. I get it. But I like how he's just like, yeah, you want to quote? Okay, we went up there to split, blah, blah, blah. I like the way he's playing the game right now and what he says. Oprah Winfrey the other day, I don't need to show my emotion. I kind of like everything he's doing. Now, against the Rangers, though, he did get a little too cute, and we're looking at each other like, what do you say? Just be how you are. He just
came in there ready to be the show. He was like, I am here. Let's talk for 2 hours if you want right now, and let's create some headlines.
Yeah.
Make me the center of attention. Which I don't always love, you know what I mean? But
no, I know what the coach means.
But you know what? Listen, people have. I mean, he's done very well for himself here throughout the course of this entire run. Paul Maurice.
Fuck yeah,
you know what I mean? Dude. Like just in terms of like, elevating his status as a coach in terms of his career. If he can win a Stanley Cup, man, he's been to 3 finals now?
3 finals and been in the game 30 years. Jamie Compound, I'll give a little shout out to. Shit,
that's my guy, man.
How many has he won now? L.A.
He's won 1 in L.A. and then I believe he won 2 in Chicago.
2 in Chicago.
So this would be 4. I've been to a couple of his Stanley Cup parties too. He always cool. He comes back. He brings the cup back to St. Louis. He's one of my favorite people.
He's a hell of a hockey player too, man. He can still skate with all the guys and keep up. He's a big time athlete.
And Tarasenko's scoring some goals.
What's wrong with you? Man. You're out of luck. You need to fucking calm down.
I'm out of sorts.
You need to calm down. You're running a little too wild. You're going here, you're doing this, you're flying back, you're starting. Well, you need to calm down.
I'm leaving town again this week. We're heading out to British Columbia, baby.
You complicate your life.
I'm looking to do some salmon fishing up there.
Oh, jeez, here's another thing.
So anybody out there?
He's going to be a fisherman now.
Who wants to take us salmon fishing?
This affects me. You know what I mean? You got a lot going on. You need to calm down.
You know what I'm buying today, though?
What?
Bear spray.
Yeah, always.
Because we're going to be hiking up in BC.
Good.
Very
Is it
rural
a vacation?
Area.
Vacation kind of slash
hockey tournament slash vacation. God, First half of the weekend, the bench clear. I just feel like I'm ready to like
fucking pale. But
I'm ready
to
rebound.
I'm gonna do
probably get a double.
I might have to fucking start really working out and get jacked.
Probably you 100% need to.
Man,
yeah.
feel good with this thing on.
You got to shave your arms, too. Dude.
Yeah, I shaved this a little bit, and I shave like under here. Like I'd shave like my, but no, I got too much, but yeah. I'm not going to shave my chest either.
No.
I need hair growing out of that.
Do you,
I want to be extra fucking.
I had a
overly manly.
Gross.
What is it? I'm too toxic masculinity.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be toxic.
You want to be more metrosexual.
No.
I didn't know what that meant years ago. I was on the radio.
Now you do, right?
And it was a thing. Like the term was kind of becoming a popular thing. Yeah. And they asked me on the radio. I was at a news talk station, very big station here in town, which the signal stretches across the country.
KMOX?
And
yeah.
It is. I mean, whatever.
No, it does.
And
all the way up to, like,
I thought it was like you're having sex on a bus. I didn't know what it meant.
No, it just means that you
metrosexual.
Yeah, as a man, you always are thinking about your look and how you look and like, but you could overdo it, and that's what a metrosexual would be.
Yeah,
ain't that big of a deal.
Like Tom Brady would be a metro.
Yeah, for sure. You know,
I mean, this guy's wearing like a 3-piece suit, new glasses.
So man, like fuck it, dude, he's fucking awesome.
Okay, but what? I'm so confused on everything that's going on.
He's got inducted into.
Don't they do that during the season?
I don't know.
Hey, is that a summer thing?
He's doing his
from
thing,
the Red Sox. I'd be like, dude, why don't you guys chill? I do that during football season.
I heard that like normal people going up to Tom Brady, like he's cool to you. Like he'll shake your hand, he'll talk to you, he'll ask you a question, he'll talk to you like he knows you.
Really,
I appreciate that. Because my dad always tells me, my mom said this too. Always when you talk to people, act like you've known them for 18 years.
Oh,
especially if you're. You play.
Yeah.
You act like you know them.
You want them to walk away having a good impression of you.
Yep.
That's why it's very important.
I always ask questions to people I meet about their job, whatever it is. I always be able to.
What do you do?
Ask something. Oh, fuck, you're a farmer. Like, God, what time do you get up?
You look at the weather every day.
I go, God, you know the weather. How do you deal with this? Then I'm like curious. Stuff will go in my head. Like, fuck, you got to get that fence line, baby. You got to make sure them coyotes coming in. That kind of
Speaking of the farmland and the farmers, last time I was driving through Chicago, I don't think I told the story that.
Is it boring?
I had to, all the exits off the highway.
Yeah, so you got to go down to good old
area.
Good old folk
were closed. I had to drive around through this farmland 30 miles because of a dust storm, dude. The dust storm closed down the highway. You couldn't get on the highway.
Andy, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's on Highway 55 going up to Chicago.
Yeah.
All this farmland, Illinois is just flat. It's like Saskatchewan or Manitoba.
Heading north, man.
Fucking, it's all flat land. And they dig it up so much where if it dries out and that wind picks up because of the fucking, it's so flat to where they had an accident last year on Highway 55 from St. Louis to Chicago. Just huge pile up because of the dust storms. Remember back in the night, we're in line, 1930s. This was such a fucking
1938.
We went through depression, stock market crash in fucking late 20s, and all of a sudden, so everybody's fucking broke, and all these people moved out to the Midwest. All these people just to fucking, you got a deal on land and stuff like that. So you all these different little people moving all the way in Kansas and Missouri and all that's Oklahoma. The dust storms started coming because everybody dug up all this agriculture and all that top seed soil was loose, and these winds picked it up. You ever watch down in Arizona or in like Dubai or whatever when they have the sandstorms? Those are fucking scary. So you see all this sand like miles all the way in the air, and it comes and it takes over everything. So imagine in the 30s, already broke. Your windows don't seal up. You have no AC. You have nothing. And all of a sudden now everything's just with dirt everywhere you're at.
Everywhere.
Cooking, all that. Your bed.
Can't go outside.
Can't go outside. You're choking to death out there. We got it pretty good.
You think they had windows like that and everything?
Dude, they don't seal up right. All that shit's getting right in there. There's no caulk back then. I know. It's just, we just have it good. We still live in the best.
What's the best era?
Right now.
You think?
Right now.
Really?
Right
With
now.
all the crime and stuff?
We stole the medicine to technology to everything. We are in the best point of
you wouldn't
world's
live
history
in like the 80s or 90s with no cell phones and all that stuff and just
I wouldn't mind it because I did live in the 80s and 90s and I appreciated it. But if you went back in the 90s and you had to do everyday stuff, what are you gonna do without that? Who are you kidding? Hold on, look at me.
I'm waiting for.
Who are you kidding, boy?
Right now.
Who are you kidding, boy?
You mind if I turn this back
This
on?
is your everything in life. What are you gonna do without that, Andy? You would be in La La Land.
What?
You what? I'm running the fucking things.
Hey, I get in the elevator at these hotels, man.
You're just on your phone all day.
There's
every
like
day.
5 people, and they're all in there, and they're all like,
I know.
I'm like, how you guys doing?
No.
So, dude, I got to tell you what happened.
Anyway, the Dust Bowl, we got the best right now.
Cam, I'm at the rink. We were, my kid played a game in the morning, and we had it was like an 8 o'clock in the morning game, and we didn't have a second game till 3 o'clock. So, you know what the brick tournament is, right?
Yeah, Brick, New Jersey.
Yeah. No, the brick tournament, which is a big tournament in Edmonton. No, you didn't play that.
No, we didn't play that.
It's like the top 10-year-olds in the world.
We didn't go to Edmonton.
And there's however many teams from around North America that go play at this mall in Edmonton. You see all the highlights.
Big mall? Yeah.
On Instagram and stuff like that. It's become very commercialized.
I do.
It's become nearly almost as big as, what doesn't have the same tradition, but it's become as big as Quebec. Quebec's a few years later,
Do they hit?
At 10, I don't believe so.
But I'm saying, they allow hitting.
I don't believe so. At 10 years old, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right
so I go there with my buddy to go watch the game. Connor Dunlop, give him a shout out.
Yes,
kids on the team. Yep. Captain World Junior team back in.
Connor was a stud.
Yeah, he was captain of the World Junior team.
He was the first
USA.
One of the first big boys.
Back in whatever year that was.
What college did you go to?
Late Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Yeah.
So anyway, we go back and watch the game, and we're standing at the glass. Cam right next to us, to our left. This grandpa's watching the game, just has a heart attack and collapsed.
Oh no!
Or whatever he had. I don't know what it was.
Died
and not moving. I've never seen anything like it. It was very emotional. It's emotional to talk about, man. I don't handle these situations very well.
No, you don't, because I would never want to be in a situation with you because I feel like you wouldn't do anything to help the guy.
Listen, you could give me CPR lessons 1,000 hours, and I don't know if I can.
Well, did you yell at people, say, call 911?
Cam, I'm running through the stands. Is there a doctor?
I hope so.
That's my role.
Okay.
I'm
just asking. That's all you could do.
It's a pretty packed game. So the reason why I brought up the brick tournament is because it was a pre-brick tournament that we were playing in for our age group, but the 2014 group, which is going to the brick in July, all these teams there, the real brick teams, are playing in a tournament. So it's a CCM Selects game.
Yeah, it's a big dog
and
tournament.
They're playing against the Western Selects, maybe. I'm trying to think, maybe the team out west. But I saw the Junior Red Wings, all these teams play. They were fucking very good. But anyway, I'm running through the stands. Is there a doctor here? Is there a doctor here? Now, hockey, you may have some doctors in the stands.
Yeah.
Sure enough, there's a nurse, there's a brain surgeon,
there's a heart surgeon.
People are just running,
running to stop what you were. This is all I ask.
Yeah,
you stopped what you were doing. You got off your phone. You saw this guy in a jam, and you went over there and started yelling. So you got the ball rolling.
Got the ball.
Good for you.
So
that's all you could do, Andy.
But I'll tell you who really got the ball rolling. So. And then people are calling the ambulance. So I go out in the parking lot. I'm waving down the ambulance because I opened up these side doors so they could just come right in, right to where he was. I mean, he where he collapsed was right next to the door. Ambulance was there in probably 5 minutes. It felt like 15 minutes, but I think they got there in about 5 minutes.
That's quick.
The first guy to jump on the scene was a dad of a kid who was playing on the CCM Selects team, which I later find out the dad, his kid is actually from St. Louis. He's a St. Louis firefighter.
Oh, he knows.
He starts administering CPR right away, along with a nurse who happened to be there, who then, obviously another nurse and a brain surgeon, they come out of the stands and whatever before the ambulance gets there. And this firefighter, man, I don't know if I can say his name or not, man. I don't know if he wants that, but he literally saved his life, dude. So I find out later on that night, maybe the next day, and the kid who was playing in the game didn't even know his grandfather had collapsed. And he had some bleeding from the brain and stuff like that, but he was in ICU and he was alert.
He had on the ground or something.
Well, I'm sure he did.
Well, there's two different people in life, man. There's people that if shit goes down, no matter what, they have it in their brain, they have it in their soul, or they stop what they're doing and they help.
Yes.
Firefighters, they move into the action. Soldiers, we all know.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people nowadays that keep staying on their fucking phone and they don't give a fuck. You see video of this every day when it comes to crime in cities, stuff like that, where people just will step over your fucking body. They will step over your bleeding body.
I'm watching the game. Okay.
It's not my job. There's two different people, man.
Right.
And hopefully there's still enough people, if we're ever in a jam or your family was in a jam, that people will just stop what they're doing and put their life on the line. And there's certain things that you can do. There's certain things you can't do. But like, even this kid that he's just like delivering pizzas, man. He's 22 years old, delivering pizzas in St. Louis. There's a house fire, and he knew he could see the kids in there, and he went in there.
Saved.
Now, I mean, like, sometimes, like, you can only do so much. Like, okay, he saved 3 fucking kids.
Wow.
And they built up his GoFundMe page to millions of dollars. Now he's a fucking millionaire.
Well, this guy...
I would say, you don't
really?
have to pay taxes ever again. Fuck that. You do something like that?
You shouldn't have to pay taxes.
Something like that.
Ever again. There's nothing.
You save...
I don't know if the government... I don't know if there's anything you can do that the government would say you don't have to pay taxes.
He's got 8,000 more IRS people.
So anyway, I will say when I'm yelling through the stands, it's always interesting. Some people who just kind of ignore you, like, hey, I'm watching the game, and the other people who are like, is there a doctor?
There it is.
They're yelling through, and then another person next section over, doctor.
Look on a plane, man. With
this brain surgeon, dude, he had to look. And you know what?
Because he saves people. You're damn right.
The paramedics, when I'm out in the parking lot, you know, like, hey, this it's a big complex, right? Mount Prospect Ice Arena, for those of you who have played there or live in Chicago. And when the paramedics, man, when they get off the, get out of that ambulance, you can see the focus in their eye, dude.
They're not panic mode.
Not at all.
Boom.
Oh, he's chill.
Everybody calm
down. The first
down.
guy was like, grabbed his stuff. He wasn't even like rushing, you know what I'm saying?
Just like, we'll get it.
And he was just had this look in his eye like you could not distract him, and he was ready to go. It was like they were going in to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. A couple other people jump out. Fire truck shows up. They jump off the fire truck. Pretty amazing stuff to watch them work together in unison as a team, administering the CPR. And the first thing the brain surgeon says to the rink staffer, where's the AED or whatever it is, the
heart defibrillation.
Yeah, I need AED. And it was right next to where we were. It was like everything was just
No. That's a mandatory thing now.
Oh, I know.
We had lessons at Same
here. I was there for that.
Yes, remember we were in the locker room with Bruce Affleck, who runs the Blues alumni.
Mm-hmm.
All the big guys are in there. Like, this is what you do.
Yeah.
If he's having a heart attack, you take this thing, you press this button, boom. They taught us how to do this.
So who are you in this whole situation? Are you the one running
I'm taking
for
care of it.
A doctor? Are you giving CPR? What are you doing?
I'd probably try to give him CPR. I know a little bit about it.
You do?
I'd try to. But I'd have you go do. But, like, this is not my kind of jam. There's only my kind of jam is somebody's taking over a plane and he's trying to open that fucking emergency exit.
Mm-hmm.
So we all get sucked out and he's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking him downtown, fucking Chinatown. Now I'm looking around. I'm going to skip you. I'm going to skip a couple other guys. I need some big boys.
You're
and I look at
skip who?
If I see you, you'll be like, I'm working on things. Like, no, this guy's trying to open up the emergency exit. I'm going to fucking put him down. I'm going to choke him out. Or if I just feel like I would be the guy try to run in. And it kind of scares me a little bit because there's some things you can't save, man. Like, do I know how to go into a burning house and deal with that? Like, I don't know. But I think I would try. Or somebody's drowning. Do I go in there and drown too?
Yeah.
Do I know the ocean? Do I, just like some of these fucking athletes, man, they're kids. Why swim when there's a yellow flag, Andy? Don't ever.
Dude, the sharks are attacking everybody right now. Get me out of the ocean.
Yes. Yeah, the ocean's so good. Am I going to go save that kid in the ocean? Man.
With the shark there?
No, like more the rip current.
Dude, they're biting off arms and legs.
No, but the rip current's going to kill you more than anything.
All right, so getting back to that situation. Just it was a very scary situation. I'm glad he's okay. But I don't know if
he's no man.
Grandson even knew what was going on during the
dude.
Game.
That's what happens when you get older, dude. What happens when you get older.
I've seen situations like this happen at graduations.
Yeah, it happens all the time, dude. When you get older like that, you're rolling the dice every single day. You are. That's a 45-year-old man. That's a different story, but it's an old man.
Life is short.
If I look at my dad, he soon just looks good, man. He feel like he's gonna be around for a little bit longer.
He's going to Eureka days.
He's fucking hanging out like he's hanging out with my buddy. So, but if I could hit 75, 80 and still be able to take care of myself and then go, I think that's
you want to live to 80, you think?
I'm not going to, but I
don't think
I just don't want to be in a situation like my mom was in. I don't want to be morbid or anything like that, but this is a real realization for a lot of people. Like my mom was, she couldn't take care of herself, and she wasn't even that old. That sucks. That's a big burden on a lot of people, and she didn't know. Like it just that would be tough.
Cam, if somebody needed help, like if I'm walking and like a kid's lost or they're scared,
I'll give you an example.
Like I would help that kid.
Sure, I'll give you an example. The other day, I'm leaving studio doing a radio, and I'm walking out with one of our guys that works with the Cardinals, and another guy that, just we love. He just does his thing, man. He's in his own program, and we're walking out. This old lady walks by. She's crying, and I could have kept just walking because me and you were meeting. We had fucking meetings all day.
I would have to ask her what's wrong.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
you'd be on your phone. You wouldn't even notice it. But I'm not on my phone, so I walk out, and she walks by. I go, "Ma'am, you okay?" I go, "Ma'am, are you okay? Did somebody do something to you?" Older lady. Did somebody do something to you? I lost my cat. She took her little kitty. Stop. Exactly my point. See what I mean? Exactly. This older lady. She was at the little Clark Hospital right next door to our studio. Her kitty cat wasn't sealed up in her to-go carrier, and she ran out and ran around, and there's fucking cars everywhere. This little kitty ran away, and she's bawling, dying. And I'm like, oh, my word. I get on put my shit in the truck. I go, where's she at? Let's look around. I get people out of the studio. Andy would have fucking been gonzo land. I got Doug Armstrong, Alexander Steen. He would have had to do all. I stopped what I was doing. We get everybody out of Clark Animal Hospital. All the people there were so unbelievable. We found it in this little area.
Found the cat?
Found the little kitty cat. Now we got to get the kitty cat.
Were you late to the podcast because of this?
I was kind of close. And so the kitty's like, and she's getting so scared. And we have like stuff. I had to go get extra shirts in my truck to be able to put it down to pick the thing up.
Shirts?
Yeah. Like those yoink shirts. I wasn't going to do any of these, by the way, just so all y'all know.
Bench clear shirts.
It's
a promo code Cam and Straight.
But we found the little kitty. We picked it up, and the lady had a smile on her face.
Oh, well, good.
If you're in
my eyes are itching just thinking about it.
Andy was like, the Alexander Steen. But like, even our subdivision, man, like my neighbors need something, dude. Like I'm gonna help. Their doggy ran away.
Hero.
I've saved lives before. Have you?
I think I have.
I've told the stories before. I legitimately saved a kid's life drowning, and I almost drowned myself doing it. And then we went to he was trying out for a hockey team, and his mom came up to my fucking aunt, who has the same last name. Your son saved my son's life. No, it was my nephew Cam. And you know the story, and you know it's true.
I've told it. Well, I know it only because
I've done it.
25 times.
Well, I did it.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean?
I mean, it's easy to know the story.
I stuck up for a couple people in high school, just so everybody knows. I stuck up for fucking kids.
Oh, I would always stick up for kids.
Oh, what would you do?
Cam, it doesn't have to be. Met with physical
You're not
violence.
that way. Why do you have to act like you are? Just say I'm not going to do anything. It's all good.
If a kid's being made fun of, I'd be like, dude, leave him alone. I would say that in a heartbeat. It doesn't mean you have to go like fight the guy.
No,
dude, leave him alone, man.
Okay,
I get that. I can say that.
I get that. I'll give you that.
Come on.
Yeah, but like,
all I'm saying
is it has to be a little bit of everything, and I just have to let him know that he's
I
not.
went and found the brain.
You would have fucking had your phone. I don't know what's going on. Like, get in my car. I could see you doing that. It's all good.
My Slavin signing an extension.
Alexander. We're going to talk about him.
I think Jacob Slavin, who's our guy, by the way.
Yeah, we love him.
My guess is
he'd save some people.
Well, this will be announced on July 1st. They can't announce it yet. Tom's a little cheap, so you probably try to get him at very cheap.
Yeah.
Slavin's probably very easy to negotiate with because he's such a good guy and just like, probably giving half his salary to like.
No, he's going to have us to fucking
save lives.
Human trafficking.
Oh, my God.
Which is going on.
I know. Terrible.
When he said that he does charity and raises money for human, I go, fuck yeah, dude.
That's right. Anyway, my guess is you're probably getting somewhere around 7 times 7. This might.
That's totally cool. Yeah, that's what you get in Carolina.
Hey, who got choked out for the Panthers?
I saw that.
Who was that?
I don't like that feeling.
Oh my God! And people are like making fun of him because he's tapping out.
Oh, do you know how hardcore that is?
But
that actually
have you heard some of the analysis about acting like he should have just don't tap out? Just
go fuck.
If it was me, I would just pass out.
Oh, you would. You pussy. Who are you kidding?
You can't say that.
Not saying you. Pussy.
You can't say
pussy.
No,
but anyway,
dude, you get suspended for that.
With who?
In the OHL.
Don't give it. I fucking already did my thing in EO, baby.
Cassian.
There's so many stories I have in the O. Oh, God.
Cassian, who's supposed to join us today, we may have to reschedule it. May have to push it back. We're waiting to hear
Listen,
back.
I got choked out.
He called Matthew Tkachuk a pussy in a media scrum.
Whatever.
That's 5 games.
Fine. Anyway, I got choked out by Ben Eager one time in Chicago. And I'm like trying to fight him. And he was in that stage where he just was better than me. And he played a little bit more. And he always just kind of had the one up on me.
And he wore 55.
He wore 55 too. I kind of like, he was a first round pick in the O.
Was he? Oh, in the O.
In the O. And I think he might have won in the NHL too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think for Philly. He just was a good player. Yeah. And I played against him in the O. And me and him battled. And I beat him up a couple times. But he's always just in the mix, man. He's this good player. We're going to get him on too. He's a good dude. But I remember being in front of our fucking bench in United Center. And at the end of a shift, I had a long shift, hitting guys, whatever. He comes up behind me and slips one in and chokes me so bad. And I couldn't do anything about it. And I remember it being like this, tapping him like, you got me.
You tapped out?
I go, you got me.
Oh, this analyst who I designed, he would have crushed you too.
Didn't do it. I hope. So who is it? Who is it? Didn't do it. He choked me out so bad. There's nothing you could do. I couldn't just flip him over. I had nothing left. My face was purple, and there's a picture of me online of me going like this. And I'm pointing at him like, I'm going to kill you. But my face looked so purple, I was out of it. My head spun. I had a headache for 2 weeks after that. And then we get into the penalty box. And I'm just trying to recover like, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. And I look over and I go, we're going. We step out of the penalty box because it was a 4-on-4. He goes right to the net. Puck goes around the stick, scores a goal. Double dips my.
So it was Aaron.
I sit the rest of the fucking game.
It was Aaron Ekblad.
Yeah.
Who was choking at him.
And he doesn't like any of my stories.
No,
he choked me out so fucking bad. Oh, you have all of them.
Evan Bouchard.
No, we've heard all your stories.
Evan Bouchard.
And they're boring.
He was choking out Evan Bouchard.
I didn't like it.
Ekblad, you need to figure out a few other things too. Stop pinching in the offensive end.
Yeah.
When you can't.
I get that.
Cover.
But when you get choked out, it's the worst feeling in the world. Oh,
I
see some good guys get choked out.
He's been the first overall pick, whatever. I just think I've always thought he's just okay.
He's all right. Well, he's going to be hard enough to win a cup, dude, because they're going to win a cup.
Are they winning in Game 5?
Yeah, they are. You think they want to go back? I know the pressure system. They've had pressure all year. They've had pressure for 3 years.
Like Edmonton, remember earlier in the year, they won 16 straight.
No, every time they lose 3, they win 7.
Win 16 straight.
They win 14. Right. They win this or whatever it is.
I don't see. I could see them winning a second game in a row. You know what I'm saying? After losing 3 straight,
and then have to go up there
and
win.
Good players, dude. If they get to Bobrovsky, then this could certainly find its way back to Edmonton. I hope Florida's able to.
Yeah, I don't know.
To just because that's why I'm wearing my bench clear Florida.
Looks good on you.
Jersey, thank you.
It does.
I could probably. Oh, thanks. Of course.
Well, it wouldn't look good if you didn't have a shirt under it, but you could wear a shirt under that. Andy wears shirts in pools.
Oh, I don't.
So I'll be having a shirt like all the basketball players. If I was a basketball player, I wouldn't wear an undershirt. I don't.
Some
want
do.
to show my guns off.
Some do, and depends what kind of offense you're running and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I can spin to my left.
Like you want to show your shoulders off, or you don't?
I can put the ball on the floor. I got a mid-range game. I can beat you from the outside. And I can do a number of different things. Like Clayton.
You couldn't beat me in basketball. You couldn't beat me in anything.
Yeah. I could beat you about.
I will bet
That's
you.
One
I'll bet you
that I could certainly because of my ball skills. I can put the ball on the floor. I could.
We know BG.
I can beat. Well, BG can do it too.
And
she made the Olympic team.
Representing that USA girl. Represent. She loves you.
Bench Clearer sent me a USA hoodie too.
Why? Give it to me.
On my cam.
I represent that. No, give it to me.
You don't have your size yet. They said me and Taiwan.
You got to give me one of those.
No, me and Taiwan.
I'm gonna wear. Damn it! Because I want a USA. I'm gonna be representing that 4th of July.
But it's not the tank. I need the tank so we can wear it.
I like this Devils
July
one too. God, they got some badass shit.
I got a Hartford Whalers.
I
got an old school Minnesota North Stars.
Yeah.
Some old school Anaheim Ducks
too.
You did for your side.
Yeah, I got a Quebec Nordiques one. Cool shit. Anything but blues because I just feel like I don't want to wear blue stuff around here.
I know.
I like to wear something different. I'm gonna wear this Devils shit.
But you know what? If you're out of town, you can wear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll wear a blues one when I'm wrestling with Bears in the. Although I got to start talking about this because last time I went to BC, or no, it was Tahoe actually. I wouldn't stop talking about Bears, and then I manifested my encounter with the bear.
Don't over exaggerate your stories.
That's exactly what
because everybody knows, and they know it's not that big of a deal,
dude.
that you
An
maybe
encounter's an encounter.
No, you weren't though.
Staring right. It was like, see how you're staring at me, dude? That's the bear doing.
No,
right in my eyes, dude.
You don't have to over-exaggerate. You got enough stuff you can talk about. Dude, you know enough hockey stuff.
No,
you don't
no. It's not. You're acting like I'm a.
Because you know when I'm not interested in the story, and then you'll be like, I got to spice this up a little bit. Well, and then no. It was a tree stump. Mm-hmm. Bear didn't attack you. Didn't even know you were there. Mm-hmm. You didn't have anything to do with anything. It's all good. You had a nice family outing with your family. Just talk about
ran into the bear.
No, you don't have to add that to your story.
Ask my daughter, dude. She was right there.
Okay. Oh, yeah. We'll ask your daughter.
Okay. I'll bring her in.
Well,
can I ask your opinion on something?
Yeah.
Like in 8-year-old hockey, my kid just turned 8.
Mm-hmm.
How should the coaches act on the bench?
Subtle and
what the hell?
No.
And calling him over, screaming at him. That's a penalty.
I mean, I wouldn't think
punching the wall behind.
Again, I wouldn't think so. Am I in that situation? No. Do I think I would be normal in that situation?
No, you may get a little emotional.
A little bit, but
during the heat of the game.
I don't want to scare them, physically, hitting things. Jesus.
Would you bully the refs?
No.
There's a lot of.
Have I ever bullied the refs ever in my career?
Well, you might have.
I was fucking great. Why do you think I got away with murder? I would always be sweet to all of them. Always nice to them. The people that worked in the penalty box, the people that worked in the arenas, all those people is always nice to.
Mm-hmm.
So we could walk down there and do whatever the fuck you want. They're always there. They've been there.
Even after you had a 2.5 minute fight, you'd just be nice. You wouldn't be you'd be like, hey, how you doing?
To the refs?
No, to the guy in the penalty box.
God, yeah. Even if I got my ass kicked, I'd always be like, what's up, buddy? They'd always have candy.
Would you tell the guy who beat you up, hey, great job?
Fuck no.
Were you one of those after every fight?
No.
Be like, hey, great job, buddy.
No. No, I was pissed at myself, or I was pissed at something, or I'd be like, no. I'm not like, good job. We'd look at each other like, fuck yeah. But not like, hey, how are you? None of that shit. It's like, what's up? All right, fuck yeah. That kind of, or you want to go again? Let's go again. No, I'm not buddy with you in warm-ups.
You're not?
No. I'll give you a look. What's up, homeboy?
Although, Zach Kassian, I think he won a Memorial Cup.
Better get on your game.
Sometimes I struggle with
get on your
word.
Game.
Memorial Cup?
Yeah.
He won a Memorial Cup with Taylor Hall. You still think my son looks like Taylor Hall anymore? Or
yeah, he's growing out of that.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
And he elbowed him. Taylor Hall got him, elbowed him right in the face, off a face-off.
It doesn't matter.
Cassian got him back.
It doesn't matter.
Ragdolled him.
You're not your buddies, but this is a fucking game, man. I'm not. We're buddies back. I'm not gonna. No, I want to prove to my buddy that I got him. That maybe I'm I don't know. I didn't mind fighting people I was really good friends with. Didn't mind hitting them. Didn't mind even kind of going overboard. But I wouldn't fuck them over off the ice. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't talk shit about them somewhere. I wouldn't, I'd always be buddies with them. But on the ice, I want to get you.
I'm missing.
Should I hit you, Andy? You're my business partner.
Army's meeting with a few. Oh my God, my head is still. I'm still sensitive. I'm still sensitive to light.
I don't want that, dude. Oh God, somebody sent a picture or a video of us 2 years ago when we were golfing in St. Albans, and how bad we were.
Oh, really?
It popped up on somebody's
timeline memory,
and they sent it. I'm like, oh my God, this is gold. Me and you both fucked up. Not just you, but I'm swinging
I know it's not just me. Cam thinks it's just
no.
It's not just.
I look so unathletic.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like, whoa, really unathletic. My God Almighty.
I was supposed to meet with Army today because he's talking about the draft, so I came here instead.
At Starbucks, and
that's his spot.
I know where you're at.
What do you think of Alexander Steen, who wouldn't give you his phone number?
Steenie Weenie?
Remember he was.
He's not Steenie Weenie anymore. He's Alexander. I'm going to call him Alexander now.
He is Alexander.
He's a GM.
Do you know what? When I first got the TV job, and I knew Steener obviously for several years before that, but I always call him Alex.
And you called him Steener in the press conference. I heard it.
I did. Is that okay though? I don't like to always.
I think he's Alexander now.
You heard that, so you listen to those type of things.
Fucking right, I listen to that. Why would I not listen to fucking Army's press conference?
Well, you picked up that I called him Steen.
Yeah, you're the first one to ask a question.
Think about it.
I listen to everything, baby. Why would I not listen to that? I got a fucking 45-minute drive everywhere I go. I listen to everything.
Well, how are my questions?
Good. Hey, Steener. Hey, look. Hey, so what got into your head to want to do this?
That's not what I asked.
Whatever. You and JR do a good job.
What am I good at?
Yeah, some questions. Telling stories?
Hey,
no, you're not a good storyteller. I'm a good storyteller.
That's not true.
You're really?
Oh, no. I mean, you can be okay with it, but
Okay with it. I could tell a story. You're good at asking questions. That's all. No big
Kevin
deal.
BX
We can't be good at everything.
sent me a text the other day. He was sitting around with Rick Rippon's brother. Do you know him?
I don't think so.
They were telling fight stories, and your name came up in a fight story.
Oh, fuck. I mean, of course.
We can throw the name at you.
You know, I don't know if I know him,
Well, you might.
but, you know, I'll give him a
you
little
mind
shout out.
you mind if I get on my phone real quick?
Okay. Yeah. I hope all you guys had a good Father's Day weekend. And listen, I hope you guys hugged your father too. I know that sounds corny, but give him
Why
a
are you
fucking
getting like that?
stop. Give him a fucking hug. I always say that. Give your
Wes
mama a
Rippon.
hug, and you give your goddamn
You don't know Wes,
daddy a hug.
Wes Rippon?
That's it.
You know Wes Rippon.
Yeah, okay.
He says hi.
Hey man, what's up, baby?
Rick's must be his brother or his dad,
Yeah.
one or the other.
Did I play against him?
Well, he's telling fight stories.
Yeah, but you could tell a fight story of me fighting his brother.
Tell him hello, dude.
I just did. Hey, what's up, Wes? What's up, buddy, man? Hey, man, I know you went through a tough time with your brother, dude, and we have so much respect for him.
Yeah.
Everybody in the hockey
And for
community.
Kevin Bieksa, who's still there for the family.
Kevin's fucking awesome, dude. He's awesome.
One of the best.
I heard Gretter was awesome too up in Canada. We don't get to see Gretter. We get the ESPN crew. They got like a fucking
Tiny desk, like the size of this desk.
Did you go to?
And
why-
Mike Kaplan's like over in the corner.
Like, what are we doing here? Give him a fucking desk, please. And I know TNT had that with Barkley and those guys once in a while, but good God,
Barkley announced his retirement,
it's
but-
god awful.
but it's not for another year. So like, why? I don't know. See,
Dude, he hates probably people that are probably saying, Charles, you can't do this. He's like, fuck you. I can do what I want. I love that, man.
he's like, I'm not going to go work for
I love
somebody.
that.
He told everyone, don't
No,
call me.
Don't call me. I'm not working some corporate media that's going to tell me what to do. Are you out of your fucking mind? He can do what he wants. What's Shaq going to do, man? I love Shaq too. Shaq's
Shaq
awesome.
Hyman. Hey, how about Charles Barkley? He's like announcing who should replace him too. He's like, I hope Jamal Crawford or Vince Carter is sitting in the
He goes to
seat.
Wayne. He sees Wayne. He's like, I used to watch you when I was a kid. I'm thinking, they're kind of the same age, aren't they?
I know, he's joking, dude.
And then he goes, yeah, and he's like, man, it was like black and white.
Yeah, it's an old joke. I've heard that before.
Sorry about that.
I mean,
Jesus fucking Christ.
would you, if you're hockey, if you're TNT, would you hire Charles Barkley to be a hockey analyst?
No, that's ridiculous. You know, they got enough fucking good people on there, dude.
They got enough people.
Biz is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
Hank is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Even like,
I liked Hank from the beginning. You didn't.
No, he was boring to me at the beginning. Not
I
anymore.
was like, dude, just listen to
Nope.
what he's saying.
Wayne, Tox, whoever's on there, whatever. But even Anson Carter. Anson Carter reminds me of Kenny Smith.
Ace.
Yes. Ace or my Ace. Who? No. Anson.
Hey,
Reminds-
Kaner, it's Ace.
What? No, Kenny, he reminds me of Kenny Smith.
Not even close.
I just feel like he does. Like, he just kind of like will chirp. Like when Biz is kind of going crazy, like he'll spice it up a little bit, ties it all
I
together.
don't mean that he's not as good as Kenny. I'm just saying he just doesn't remind me of Kenny Smith.
Well,
in terms of-
fine. Me
terms
and
of-
you were
In
different.
terms of his role within the group.
He reminds me of Kenny Smith, 100%. And I like it.
Kenny's more
He's not
more
trying
Kenny's
to.
more of a driver than you think.
I know what he is. I listen to all their fucking shit. It's the only thing I listen to in NBA.
I turn it on and I hope that the game is not on and that it's just
It's so funny how
studio
Andy
show.
gets to watch all this stuff. He's so busy. How do you get to watch all this?
I don't have chance.
No, you
to
don't.
watch it right now.
So exactly.
I'm missing.
I have
everything.
all the time in the world. I have all the time in the world. Andy acts like he hits up on all this stuff. No, you're not. You're in Chicago with fucking Ty playing 8 games a day, juggling $1 billion. Andy probably had to drive home and do something with the house and then drive all the way back up.
saving.
So you're
lives.
saving lives, you know. But yeah, he's watching all this stuff.
Although the St. Louis firefighter, he's the real hero, man.
Yeah, he is. Big time. First responders, baby. That's why I always do charity.
Maybe we'll say his name
If
next
somebody
time.
does say, it's like, Cam, could you do a charity for first responders? I go, damn right. You're damn right. I feel loosey-goosey. God,
I think
dang,
should
I
be
feel
a-
good with this
I think
thing
I
on.
should be able to.
Maddie,
say,
you want one of these
say
bad
it.
boys or what?
Maddie wants one.
Hell yeah.
Hey, we're gonna be giving them away too. So, but I hope everyone goes and buys one. Get one for your favorite team. I want to see some pictures of you just cruising, man. You can wear these on the golf course too.
Yeah. No, you can't.
Some places you
That's
can.
a stupid
No,
thing.
some
That's a
pla-
Hoosier. You are a fucking
Some-
Hoosier. Dude.
Some places you can.
You are a poor Parle-Ladue Hoosier. Well, fucking golf courses. Jesus Christ.
Some places you can't.
No, you can't. No, you can't, homeboy.
I hope Evan Bouchard's okay when he had to tap out. I know people said this.
Dude, that's fucking terrible. Get tapped out. I've been tapped out, man.
Dude, I don't think you should be able. I think you should get suspended for choking.
You know how embarrassing that is when somebody taps you out in front of people, dude?
I think he should get suspended.
You know what that means?
Ekblad for choking.
You know what that means?
That's a suspendable offense.
I don't
Choking somebody out.
Such a gutless.
From behind? What a gutless fucking move.
Turn around and go home. Think about it.
What do you think of Steen taking over as Blues GM? And
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Guy knows hockey, man. It's in his blood. His daddy fucking scouted, too. He was a scout. He's going to be perfect for the job. Is he great at press conferences and stuff? I don't know yet. Because Doug will give you anything
Remember
you want.
Steen when he'd have his...
Army will give you whatever. Like, Steener might be a little... Like, he's going to be pissy with you after a while.
Yeah, he won't.
Well, you ask hard questions.
Not like I used to.
Yeah, but I think...
Remember how Steen... Like, listen, he would, like... and been around Steener for years, man. It's actually a great transition.
I think it's great.
Great transition, like, into having him take over, because I like keeping it in-house and stuff like that.
Yes,
you know?
and he played, man. It's just like the players are going to respect him. He
But,
knows the modern.
he used to kill me, though, when he would do the... like, during the playoffs and shit.
Oh, he'd get pissy.
And he'd do the scrums after a game.
I know.
And there'd be, like, this one reporter... I don't want to say his name, but like he would put his like microphone so close to his face.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
He would always like, move the microphone.
We'll give him a shout out.
So Steener would get
590. Mike.
He would get pissy with
Sullivan,
with some of the media and stuff like that. I don't know, and
he's gonna have to chill on that. You know, like
he'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
And the reality
He's
is,
a smart guy.
And Doug Armstrong is still going to be.
Yeah. He's got a good gig, Dougie.
He'll still be in charge of hockey operations. Yeah. Steen's going to be reporting to Army.
Yeah.
Nothing will get done without Army's approval, most likely. I mean, listen, he's going to have to let Steen make some decisions that he's going to have to live with, and he's either going to get the praise or the criticism publicly, which is going to be
avoid the landmines,
which is going to be new territory.
So avoid the landmines.
A lot of these guys aren't used to taking criticism.
I know.
So that's going to be new territory. Army's going to come back in here, by the way. We talked about it. We're going to
cool.
Early August.
Yeah. What about Steener?
Or we'll get Steener in here.
Yeah. Well, see if you can get that.
Once he becomes GM, we'll let him.
Alexander.
So when I first started doing television, I called him Alex, and I never got more hate tweets from fans, messages, tweets, because I called him Alex and not Alexander. It's Alexander.
I'm like, Steenie Weenie for a while. He even had shirts that said that.
They had the shirts that were made up for Steenie Weenie. But you know what? He's a very loyal guy, and all his teammates loved him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to get...
And he does have a lot of experience, and I like how... They're just putting it out there like, hey, this is the plan. You know, we saw this.
I like it.
You know, Chris Drury took over in New York. They didn't really announce it in advance. Daniel Briere, they didn't announce it in advance with the Philadelphia Flyers, but everyone knew he was most likely going to be a strong candidate, if not the next general manager. Everyone knew Chris Drury was going to be taking over. You're seeing more and more teams have this kind of dynamic where you have the president and then the general manager, but the president is also a former GM and certainly a hockey guy who's run teams in the past. I just wonder how Army's going to handle the transition of not being a GM.
I think he accepted it.
Is he going to be like...
Isn't he the one that went to Tom and talked to him about it? Or did Tom say, hey, what if, can we brainstorm a little bit? What if one of my beer trucks hit you and you die? You see that quote?
Say that.
It's hilarious, dude.
You got to have a succession plan. I think every business...
100% you do.
And I think Tom made a brilliant point because he said every business has a succession plan. What if I get hit by a beer truck or something happens, whatever? Beer truck. You know, well, he owns a beer.
That's what made me laugh when I heard that quote. Like, any succession plan is himself with the podcast.
It's like, what happens if Cam? I just do it by myself. Nothing changes. So if Cam got hit by a beer truck today, we would just continue on.
Continue on. It worked out perfectly.
More interviews, so I just do more interviews for myself.
Yeah,
what would you do if I got hit by a beer truck?
Well, there's nothing I could do to save you on that, right? Like, if we were going and somebody, like, if I just needed to get you out of a jam, I would. You know, like, if I needed to save you from somebody or something, or I'd save one of your kids, or save your reputation in town, I would go above and beyond to do that. I really would. Just like you did with me when I got jammed up.
Yes,
like in 2012.
Yes.
Like, you're the only one that stuck up for me.
Yes.
You know, and I will never forget that.
Really?
So I would
Anybody else tell you that I did that for you?
I don't remember. I don't even want to think about it.
People be like, listen.
I don't even want to, like, people even like think about what, it's just all good.
Oh, God. Yeah.
This is a stupid thing, but.
Bench clears. Talk about that for a second.
Well, I feel pretty goddamn good. I'm going to wear this down the lake, man.
Tell them welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team, baby. Let's go. I could use maybe an XO.
No, I think it
looks pretty good.
That's a good size.
It looks good. My arms are
I would give you the ball on the low post right now. Like, you look like
Andy would wear like a sweatshirt under these things in the NBA. Andy wears a sweatshirt like swimming in the pool.
May be at least able to commit 5 or 6 fouls a game.
Yeah. I'd follow like Luka.
You're not scoring many buckets. You don't look very athletic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like these, man. You can breathe. I'm going to try their shorts out.
We don't know who we're dropping this week.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
We have a couple of options. Some have been recorded, some haven't.
Yeah, we got options.
We were supposed to have somebody on today, and then he came down with like an illness.
Yeah. He might have to get chirped a little bit for it, but it's all good.
So
it's not an illness like you think. Not like he's like got bronchitis. He's got pink eye.
Well, you ever had that?
Do you know every time I smoke, you get pink eye? Well, your eyes get pink.
Oh.
So I've had pink eye as a kid and stuff like that.
I've never had it. You know how you get it? How kids get it? They get like feces in their eyes.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's how kids get it.
Yeah.
So wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Wash them.
That's fucking St. Louis right there.
Can I tell you something that's overrated, by the way? Chicago pizza. I mean, it's just
Andy, I'm not taking any advice from you with any fucking food, and nobody else is either.
Dude,
like, what do you eat? What do you eat?
It's very thick.
Did you get the veggie, vegan?
No, I like cheese.
You like crust?
Cheese, yeah.
You like crust?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't like their deep dish? Damn good, dude.
Very filling, and like it's just
because you don't like food. If you want to get filled up, dude, it's damn good. Damn good. Deep dish is
How many are you gonna eat?
Fucking 2 or 3, 4 of those bad boys, thick. The cheese like
stretches.
You got good sausage in there. You got the
I don't think it's as good
hamburger.
as it used to be.
It's thick as hell. I love the crust on it. Yeah, dude. Deep dishes. Chicago food is fantastic. Don't listen to him. He doesn't even know what he likes.
You like sausage.
He doesn't like eating.
You like sausages.
He's starving himself right now.
You like sausages?
God, yes. Andouille sausage? Fuck yeah. Sausage is damn good, man. I like seafood. I like sausage. I like fucking beef. I like pork. I like it all, dude.
Okay, so
I'll eat. I was never picky when I was a kid. I can only imagine how he was as a kid. Like a princess. He's probably picking out little things like, I don't want that. No, my dad cooked me steak and chicken. I remember when I was like 13, 14, 15, I ate so much, and I put on like 30 pounds of muscle. 30 pounds when I needed it.
Doing what?
Just fucking working out and eating fucking meat.
30 pounds of muscle? How old were you?
13, 14, 15.
30 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, dude. I was like 170, and then I got...
Did you ever do steroids?
No. Jesus fucking Christ. No.
Maddie loves it.
Steroids.
You never did?
Never even seen them.
Come on.
Never even seen steroids. Now...
You don't think you fought guys who were doing steroids?
Yeah, but I didn't see them. Maybe I did in American League one time with a guy, but I'm not
going
to
bring it up. Maybe I did.
No, I didn't do it.
I've never seen him, but maybe I did.
Do you think I did?
I'm asking.
Dude, if you were throwing your money in your house down on if I did or not, people will hurt your kids if you're wrong on this. One way or the other, what would you say?
Okay, now let me answer this.
No. What would you say?
I got an answer. You ready for me to answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I think the majority of people would assume that you did.
Yeah.
Okay, right? I would say probably 98% of them.
Really?
Like 9 out of 10.
Where, though?
Because a lot of
we got drug tested.
Okay, but were they testing for that?
God, that's the only thing they're testing for, you fucking idiot.
Okay, yeah, because they weren't testing for recreational
What do you think they're testing for? Testing for fucking steroids.
Okay.
And see where your testosterone levels are at.
Can I answer the question?
Yeah. Motherfucker. It's actually a compliment, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well,
it truly is.
Because there's a lot of guys that have a rumor
I was always jacked.
Taking steroids.
I was jacked when I was in fucking AAA.
I think I have the floor right now.
What would you bet your fucking family on?
So now, but the way you're answering it with such conviction that I'm going to believe you on this. So I would say no, you never did steroids. Although if you didn't answer it with conviction, I would just assume that you did do steroids.
Never had to.
Most of our listeners
I partied.
That you did steroids.
I did drugs. I fucking partied. Maybe we took some Sudafed before games, but we never took. I never took fucking.
You never shot yourself in the ass.
God no, dude. Steen, all that shit. HGH,
I
didn't even know that was at the time.
Maybe a couple weeks ago.
No.
You started to get big again a couple weeks ago.
Well, shit, now I'm on mentality.
Yeah, I thought maybe you did.
Yeah, but never when I played, dude. God,
what's mentality? Would that be illegal?
I had no testosterone. I got they sponsor me, and so I had to get my blood work done like 6 years ago when I retired, and I had no testosterone left in my system. Really,
I went there too, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're spurting out fucking. Yeah, I look at you and I think it's testosterone.
They were like, if you want to come back and get a shot, like
you'll like, who knows what happened to you if you have testosterone? Start eating meat. But I never took steroids, man. I partied like a rock star with all kinds of recreational stuff, but never steroids. Never thought about it. Didn't have to. You know, never had. I didn't get injured that much when I was young. Was stronger than everybody else organically.
Mm-hmm. You eat a lot of organic food and stuff like that. No.
I eat good. I was never like a shitty eater.
Do you buy any organic food right now?
I think we eat pretty healthy.
You know what I'm eating a lot of right now? There's a couple foods that are very good for you.
What, Andy? What do you eat?
Greek yogurt.
Everybody knows
that. No, with like fruit or
you're acting like you're like
granola. No, listen, cottage cheese.
I love cottage cheese with black pepper on it. I'll put you could put fruit in there too.
How do they make it?
Cheese curdles from a cow.
No, but
I know cows are gross to you because you eat those too and you don't like that. But that milk is damn good, man. I drink milk. If I'd evaluate what I drink the most of, it's water with lemon, beer, and then probably milk.
I would say beer is number one, probably.
I drink a ton of water.
What about the energy drinks?
Yeah, but you only have one of those today. I only have one of those during this, and I probably won't even finish it. So,
well, don't waste it.
I won't.
So cottage cheese, that's part of
damn good.
So I'm doing this whole like thing.
What thing?
In addition to what
are you doing?
My first form protein, level 1. I'm doing the fruits and the greens. From good. First form.
Yeah, you could put
I'm doing my microfactor
strawberries in
every day. But then I'm also doing the cottage cheese, Greek yogurt.
I'll crush a whole thing of cottage cheese.
There's something else I had the whole team, all the boys, with the electrolytes, the little strawberry packets.
Those are good.
Putting it in all their water.
You look good.
Thank you.
You're probably gonna outlive all of us, dude.
You think?
Yes, I do. I think you're certainly gonna outlive me. Hopefully I can get to where we need to get so we're happy and our families are good. But I just am curious on why you don't eat meat and your kids.
I just feel great.
Okay. So is there something that
I will eat it? I'm not like anti.
No.
I will eat. I eat fish like crazy, man.
It's all good.
I eat fish. I just don't eat a lot of red meat, but I'll eat fish.
When did that start?
About 25 years ago.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I'm fucking legit. I'm the real deal, dude.
At what?
Just in my convictions, my belief. Whatever.
That's true.
Being healthy and being my own person. Know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I've had a guy doing a couple of different directions too. You know, change a little bit.
Who I have?
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
the guy I'm talking to.
No, I know I have. I think I have a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. It's okay. Life is all about change, dude.
No, it is.
You have to be able.
You know what? Who ignorant people are? People that don't listen.
Right.
You're fucking ignorant. If you go into and you think that you have all the answers, you're ignorant. Everybody, even if you think, I hate when people are like, "Fuck, he's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
He sucks. No, he's not."
You hear a lot of that.
You know, on radio you do.
In our industry.
In our industry, everybody's dumb. Everybody sucks. No, they don't. Mm-hmm. That guy fucking knows a lot more than you about this certain thing. Why don't you listen to him?
Chris Pronger knows more than all of us. Have you seen his Instagram recently?
Yeah, he's all over the place. Not everything. Not everything. Not everybody's smarter than us at everything, okay? Not everything.
Who do you think would have a higher IQ between you and I?
IQ is interesting.
What is it? Because I was reading.
Interesting. I don't know how I would be. I don't know how I'd be
like athletes.
I would say I would be better than you at if we were thrown in a situation and we had to survive, and you'd have to know a little knowledge about getting out of a jam. I think I'd be really good at that.
I would not be good at that.
I'd be good at that.
Would you? So if I was missing, would you be like,
"Oh God,
it's over"? Like,
no, I'd go fucking find you.
No, but like,
I'd find you.
But would you be worried that like of my ability to get myself?
Oh, you got kidnapped? Oh God, yeah.
Well, kidnapped is one thing.
Somebody kidnapped you thinking that you're a little boy, but you're 45 years old. They saw you walk around.
They pull up in the white van.
We got it. I don't even want to think about it because it's kind of
terrible.
morbid.
Some kids get Dude,
No shit.
it's
Some
the
kid,
worst.
dude. It's
Like, Cam's a dog dad, but he thinks he's like a real dad because he has dogs.
No, I don't
But
think I'm a real
that
dad.
is
I'm not a real dad.
That is a.
I have a dad. I'm not a real
very
dad.
scary situation when
It's
you.
horrible. That's why don't be aloof.
Is that the worst type of person out there who kidnaps and assaults children?
It's a damn good question.
Is there a worse type of human being?
Yeah. No, they're in the upper echelon of demon.
Do you think
You're a
people
demon.
who murder
You're a demon.
out of passion should spend the rest of their life in prison?
I think they whatever.
Like, what if they're never going to do it again because they're just they're not like crazy. They just like their wife. They came home and she's like cheating.
You're right. Every situation's different.
And they kill the guy who's.
Are you John Wayne Gacy?
Well,
and you're
explain.
Raping.
Tell the people.
You're raping and killing young boys, and you're hiding them underneath your.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. Are you that? With 30 of them? Are you or are you a guy that had a murder because you got into a situation where somebody's fighting you and you're sticking up for yourself and you killed a guy, or he's in your house and the laws in certain states are different if they walk in your house, or somebody's trying to rob you and you kill him and you're like, whoa. I grew up with a guy that's next to a guy, fucking Hoosier. He's dead now. But he was downtown and he was trying to buy some fucking Coke. And he went and got some money out of an ATM, got into his truck, got robbed at gunpoint. Those guys run off. He starts his truck up, chasing them down, runs them both over, reverses it.
Who's this? This is Suge Knight.
My old neighbor.
Suge Knight did this.
My old neighbor went to jail for 12 years.
He did?
Went to jail for 12 years, had to go in.
Did he kill those guys?
Yeah, killed them both. He went to jail for 12 years, moved in next to my parents in Blue Collar part of Eureka. He had fucking straight white nationalist gang fucking tats on because he had to go in with the white boys in there. You can't hang with the blacks, can't hang with the Mexicans.
You can't?
Fuck no. You would because you'd be braiding all their hair. You'd be in a different category. This guy had to go to the Aryan fucking brotherhood.
With everybody?
No. You out of your... God, you are aloof. No.
Like in high school.
You'll be braiding fucking hair.
In high school, we all hung out with everyone.
High school, it's not prison. You get that?
Do you think
you get that?
Do you think when you go to the guards tell you like, hey, here's what you got to do?
Some might. Some might not.
This is what you do.
If I went to prison, I think the guards, some would hate me. Some would probably be like, Cam, here's what you need to do. And I'd have to fight, and I'd have to go with all the whites, and I'd have to do my thing, shave my fucking head.
Oh, no, you don't have to do all that.
If I was in there for a while, you're fucking A-right, I would.
Can you just hang by yourself and not?
Oh, yeah, you want to do that? That's how you get fucked up. That's how you get taken advantage of. In jail, I'm just saying that Larry Nassar, who just...
The gymnast?
Yes.
The doctor for the gymnast?
What do you think he's doing in jail right now? They even admitted what he's doing. He's getting bounced around by all the different gangs, and he's...
Do you think you know that? I mean, like, have you heard that?
It's.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, man.
They're not protecting him.
No, he's getting tossed.
He's getting tossed. He's in general population.
He's getting tossed.
Is he alive?
He's doing a lot of weird things to people.
Okay, you don't know.
I didn't say detail. He's getting tossed around.
Well,
because
should be.
He's exactly what they hate. You could kill 15 people in a drug war, and they'll accept you. You touch little kids,
you're done.
You're done.
That's what I asked you.
So I'm telling you,
the worst type of person.
Yeah, up there.
Okay, so your buddy, the neighbor, and he became a racist.
I think he was already, but you had to go and you have to pick a side.
Okay, so he gets robbed after going to the ATM.
Yeah.
See, this is why I'm just nice to everybody, and I just get along with all.
We know, Andy. You're nice to everybody. I know. Okay. Nice to everybody. Am I mean to people?
Well, okay, so
Am I mean?
Then he goes, runs them down, and runs them over.
Runs them over, kills them both.
And then goes to prison for 12 years.
12 years, yep. Just got out when I...
So do you think he should go to prison for that?
Yeah. Yeah,
you do?
That's premeditated. I don't know. He probably had
If he just got robbed at gunpoint, you shouldn't be allowed to run them over?
And think about it and then go find him and run him over. That's premeditation. He probably had some other convictions too on top of it.
Thank you. With his tattoos and like racism.
No, he had his tattoos and those are prison tats.
He probably had something else going on.
Yeah, but he got 12 years.
Do you have any other examples that, like,
of what? What am I trying to prove?
Better examples
of what?
Because he probably had some prior.
Probably drunk driving and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
He had to blow into a little thing and stuff like that.
Okay. This guy, he shouldn't be living next to your parents.
He did.
I don't want that guy living next to me.
He didn't do anything.
He's still
there. No, he's dead.
Okay. Good, because I didn't like the way I was talking about him. I don't want him to come get me.
Actually, he's the kind of guy that if you had to call up, he'd do anything for you. But you can only.
He ain't going back to prison.
Well, he's dead. He's dead.
This conversation just it just completely just went off the.
It's all good. It's fine.
That's what happens when there's not a whole lot of hockey going on.
We got a lot going on coming up here. We're gonna have to get creative.
Who's the first overall draft?
So Rini.
Okay, I'm making sure you know that.
Yeah, those guys look pretty cool. They're all chirping each other at the.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody's like, "What's it like not winning any championship?"
Yeah, that was the defenseman from Denver.
Pretty funny.
He's a sick player. So just so you know, my schedule coming up, and all y'all. So I'm going to British Columbia. I'm hiking. I'm doing a lot of salmon fishing, whitewater rafting, hockey tournament. Probably running into several bears.
Have a good time.
Taking the whole family.
So we're going to go Wednesday next week?
So next Wednesday, listen, next week we are recording the interview and doing all this on Wednesday because of travel. I mean, I could take my computer and microphone. We just don't know.
No, let's just do it here. We'll just skip.
So next week it's going to come out. Yeah. Maybe on late Wednesday.
Yep, late Wednesday.
Just bear with us. Summer hours. We never do that and won't ever happen again.
It is business.
And then I'm going to come back for a couple days and then I leave for the draft to go to Vegas. I'm only going for one night, though. In and out, man. In and out. And then take a deep breath. It's going to be 4 straight weekends of our travel. So we're good. We're good.
No one's forcing that on you.
No, but I'm not.
No one's forcing that. Andy's like, God, I got work to do. No, your kid's in the tournament that you agreed to. Mm-hmm. You could probably play against the same kind of kids here, but you're going to Vancouver. Mm-hmm. You're going to take your whole family up there and you have a vacation. So just say it. But you're acting like it's like fucking... You got it. Somebody's forcing you to do this, and it's business. No, you're doing it as a vacation, so it's all good. Okay. We'll just put it out Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm. Who's the Conn Smythe winner
right now?
Mm-hmm. You think Bobrovsky lost it after last game?
No,
you don't. You think you should still win it after you get pulled in a game? I don't think so. I think you lose it. I mean, I know he's been good.
You could have kept him in there.
But the way they play, I mean, they've made him look good. He's been brilliant.
Oh, Barkov for him right now.
Save percentage, did it go down? Is it still the highest of all time in the history of the Stanley Cup Final?
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't... No, he's still in the mix.
So would you give it to Barkov?
Yeah, either one of those wouldn't bother me.
Or Forsling or...
No. Barkov or fucking Bob. That's it.
Okay.
So far.
Yeah.
Matthew hasn't done enough to even think about it.
He's a little banged up here.
Sam Bennett could be maybe in the... He's pretty damn good. He's scoring big-time goals.
Not getting it.
He's not getting it. No, I know. I'm just saying it's Barkov or Bob right now.
I would imagine...
McDavid, all those guys haven't done enough. No one's done enough.
No, we'll see what kind of game... Now, here's the deal. If Edmonton wins Game 5 and forces us back to Edmonton for Game 6...
Oh, God.
Which means Bobrovsky probably doesn't have his best game.
Yeah.
I think he's out of the running.
That's fine.
And then it's Barkov's to lose.
We'll know by the end, dude. It's hard to even throw that out there right now. I just need to know the last game and you evaluate and see what's up. Yeah. I don't give a shit about these trophies, so.
You think Bennington should have won it in 2019 over O'Reilly?
How many points did O'Reilly have? Listen, when you watch,
26.
I went back
in the playoffs. Yeah,
I went back and watched every single goal on YouTube before I did that little trivia night with the Blues the other night. Where I saw
every single goal.
Yeah, just every single goal
from the whole playoffs.
Whole run. It took about 30 minutes.
Every goal from all 4 rounds.
Yeah,
of every game.
Of every game, yeah.
Because I think they played the most games in the history of the NHL.
I watched every single Blues, every single Blues goal.
Every round went to either 6 or 7.
Fine. I watched every single Blues goal. Took 31 minutes, all the way down to Enterprise Center. Kate was driving me when we did this event. And whose name do I see more than anybody's?
O'Reilly?
Nope.
Oh, hold on. For the goals, you mean?
Mm-hmm. Come on,
Petro?
Nope. Come on,
Ron
Schwartzy.
Well, Schwartzy had 11 goals that year.
He was in every fucking play, dude.
He was. And then his game kind of slowed down in the final.
Exactly. I saw Sundqvist a lot. I saw Patty a lot. I saw even Sammy Blais.
Barbie
a lot.
Zach Sanford.
Yeah, that was a later game, the 4-1 game. No, but the last series, though, Benner, O'Reilly, and Petro were unbelievable. They were unbelievable. I watched that full Game 7 just to fucking.
You watched the whole game?
Yeah, dude. I just It was on a fast play. I just like to know what they did. Mm-hmm. It's interesting to see how
you don't remember.
I don't remember every play.
Married during that?
I was going through some stuff. Good stuff.
You were?
Well, we're getting married. We're doing this.
Who all went to your wedding?
Just my close family. Yeah, in Herman, Missouri.
Okay, I'm so confused. I thought you went to Mexico to get married.
Was just my buddy flew us out there in this jet afterwards. We partied.
Oh, so you got married in Herman?
Yeah.
If you had to redo your wedding now,
what would I do?
Would I be your best man for the wedding?
I wouldn't have anybody else in there.
You wouldn't have anyone do
No, because I wouldn't know who to invite. Like, you just have so many different factions or groups.
Just invite. You can find 10 to 20 people. You could easily do that. Yes, you could. It would not be a problem.
People back, you're not inviting me? I have a lot of people that are in that same kind of category.
But they would understand.
It's not worth it. I don't need to do it.
Understand.
Why are you telling me to do that? I don't want it. I just want to be with Kate and my close family. So
you guys have
I don't care about any of my friends.
You have the paperwork and everything. It's like a done deal.
God, yes. Okay. Come on. Jesus. I think we're fucking Hoosiers. Yeah, it's paperwork's done. She's not going to get the paperwork done? We went 10 years, and now we're not going to get the paperwork done? Come on. Sure. Lord. So anyway, yeah, that was we had a good time. We keep it simple, man. I love Middle Missouri.
What do you think of Carson Soucy?
He's a good dude.
Great dude.
Yeah. He's gonna be he's a good player, man. I like him. I'd have him on my team.
He's in good Alberta boy.
Good Alberta boy. Looks like Bradley Cooper.
He knew that right off the bat.
Right off the bat, you could tell.
I think I told you that.
Handsome bugger. Good for you, man.
I think I told you.
Good teeth too.
Looks like.
I like him. I like his game. I remember watching him.
He's just tough, man. I remember when he was playing with Minnesota, he first came in. I'm like,
he hits
this guy. He's the type of player that I think every contending
you want to have
group of defense wants a player like that in their top 6 or their 6 defensemen.
Just play tough, just like Nico Mikkola, man. Like Nico Mikkola plays tough, dude. Like he's in your face.
I think we got to settle down with that just a little bit.
No, he didn't look good the other day. I know he.
No, here's the deal. Because
I'm so.
No, but like when I hear Blues fans say.
Oh, so you dig.
How did Army let him go? Listen,
he wasn't that good there.
He's been fine.
He's a good 6th defenseman.
And he's insulated there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He's got good partners.
So he's got good.
No one's pumping him up that much. You read it. You know. No, I just said I just like him as we talked about it last week. You're the one that talked about it. I'm just like you just need a guy like that. You need a guy that's going to put you down, who's mean, who's hard to get in front of, he's got a long reach. That's all. Okay. That's all.
And I've always liked Mikkola.
Let's see when the next team that doesn't have big defensemen win the cup.
And I talked about him coming up as a prospect and all that.
Let's see when the next team that wins a cup that doesn't have big defensemen. Just see. Let me know when.
It's going to be interesting to see what Florida looks like moving into next year.
They're pretty locked up on some guys.
How come these Brady Tkachuk rumors just won't go away?
Because you dig deep into the innards of what hockey fans are saying.
No, I don't.
In St. Louis, and you think that's what everybody's talking about.
No, because people ask me, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, is that a thing? I'm Ottawa.
How would you ever get rid of him? Oh, people did say, they said they threw this proposal out. Mm-hmm. Brady Tkachuk for Kyrou and Jake Neighbors. And I'm like,
a lot, man. It's a lot.
Jake, he already made up the goals. Now you're getting rid of a 40-goal guy, a 26-goal guy for Brady who scores 30.
And they would want a goaltender too. They would want like a Hofer or something.
Okay, and that?
No, I'm just I'm just saying he would.
I wouldn't get rid of Jakey.
No, I wouldn't.
Jakey's gonna score 30 probably. He's gonna score as much as Brady.
I know.
So you can get rid of Jake and a 40 goal.
Brady's got a great contract too with the.
No, he does.
With the salaries that are going to go up, he's making $8 million.
Maybe like a Kyrou. Like
only reason why maybe is because my guess is that Brady at some point during his career, I mean he's watching the Stanley Cup final right now. His brother's out there. He's probably like,
he watches his brother a lot.
He's like, okay, I need to be playing.
Remember the beginning? He's like high fiving everybody. Now he's like, okay, I'm pretty sick of this.
Oh yeah, like he wants Matthew to come watch him play.
There it is. Can it be about me once in a while?
And I want it to be about Brady too.
So do I.
But I mean, I don't know if it's got to be about him in Ottawa. That's just the reality of the situation. Now, maybe they will get to that point. Who knows? But I think Ottawa looks at it like, hey, they got to have those conversations. If you don't want to be here, and if you're going to be trying to force a trade, we'd rather move you before you try to dictate where you go and handcuff us, because that no move's going to come in, and he's going to be able to choose where he wants to go. Probably. Right? So that's the only thing. But if I'm Ottawa, I'm like, I just can't trade you.
Our powerhouse, our identity, our leader, our face, everything, everybody, all the people that are going to the games, they're watching him. They're like, hey, let's go watch this guy.
Yeah.
No, they're watching.
They're watching
Brady. They're watching Brady initiate the emotion, initiate every physical contact and fucking every single shit.
Say congratulations to Jacob Slavin again.
Say, Jakey boy, congratulations. You're a good human being. You are. He'd probably save your life and help you. Guys like Jacob Slavin were the guys that went to me when I was young, the religious guys on the team, and they always wanted me to find Jesus. They would.
Like, who would come up to you and ask?
Oh, my God.
A lot of guys?
Everybody that was religious would always be, Cam, I talk to you.
Well, you should have listened.
Because I think they know I'm a good dude, kind of, and they're like, I need to save his soul.
You should have listened to him.
I did. And then Kate and I would go to church with them, and there would be little youth groups in Albany. And I would stay after practice and stay in the youth groups.
You know, I went to the youth groups every Wednesday when I was a kid.
Good for you. My point is, they would want me to find Jesus all the time. It was like something like they had to come talk to me. And I felt good about that.
Well, that's good. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I felt good. I felt good when I stayed and talked to them about it. I felt good when they try to convert me to be like them a little bit. I just felt good about it. I don't know. No, I didn't do it.
Well, you know who else has it good? Carson Soucy. He's got twin daughters. I thought he was outside. I thought the windows were open. I thought I heard some birds chirping. I apologized about that because it was his daughters.
Oh, yeah. It's all good.
Didn't it sound like it?
No, sound like
it was like,
I don't have kids, and he has two daughters, and I knew that was a daughter.
You knew right away.
Yeah, but that's not a chirp. Like, it sounds like a bird. That's good.
Yeah.
It means like you got a beautiful voice.
And he loves being a dad. I can see it.
Yeah.
You know, probably had a great Father's Day.
Yeah.
And he plays in Canada.
You talked about that.
He's Canadian, though.
Yeah, he still was like.
He loved living in the States.
Yes, he did.
I'm excited to go to Canada. You want me to bring you anything back from Canada? You need some
ketchup chips,
or
hey, buy some chew for me up there.
Really?
No.
Can I bring that back?
No, don't waste your time and money on chew. This thing's $5 here, $5.50. In Canada, it's 25.
And how many of those do you go through a week?
A lot.
I remember I did the math. It was like 170 of those tins a month or something.
No, it's not
always something crazy. It was like $500.
It's not good.
$500 a month at least.
It's not good. It's not good. I'm not proud of it.
So Carson Soucy, man, listen, and some people are like, how do you decide who to have on? It's like, people who we find interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to see what that guy's all about.
That's it.
Let's get him on.
Exactly. Guys that probably don't do too many things. I like that too, I haven't seen Zucker do like a long form one.
No, it's cool as shit.
Fucking awesome. I was on with Mataraz and those guys, Love those guys.
Tyler Mataraz?
Yeah, he's like, what do you think, Cam? I go, yeah. He goes, did he say where he's going to sign this year? I go, I don't remember.
Yeah, you don't remember anything.
Did you remember that part?
I think he'd be good fit.
Exactly. That's not the question I asked.
He doesn't know where he's going to sign.
Okay, but he asked if he brought it up. I'm like, I don't think so.
Good kid, though.
Yeah, totally cool.
Vegas.
I go, Tyler, he's one of the guys that, like, he gives good answers. Like, he's into it.
Great answers.
Like, he's, like, not like a robot. Mm-hmm. Like, his answers are unique.
Yeah.
Because he's, like, talking to you like a friend.
Hey, listen, and if you're listening today, and you didn't hear that interview, you can always go back and listen to another interview.
Anything, yeah.
So we come out every Tuesday, just so you know. Most of you certainly understand that, but then next week it's going to get pushed back a day or two because
no big deal.
Just vacation schedules.
Vacation schedule.
So, and it makes it better when we're both in person and all that type of stuff. But get your stuff from Bench Clears. Get your stuff from First Form or firstform.com. Use our link, Cam, firstform.com/Cam and Strick. What are you getting? What's going on in your First Form cart?
Well, I looked. I always look at the clothes first just to kind of see what they have available. Mm-hmm. But shit gets sold out quick.
Yeah,
it does. I got the new hat. Remember we were there at the Summer Smash, and that one good-looking chick was like wearing this fucking badass First Form like yellow hat with these little designs. I go, that's the coolest hat going.
You found it?
Yeah,
it's on the website.
Yep.
Oh,
I found that mug out.
Why didn't you wear it today?
Because I needed a match.
Oh,
I just wanted to match. Yeah, I thought this would match better, but it didn't. But I got more of the. They didn't have the beef and cheddar, so I got the barbecue beef sticks, which I love. Hydration pills. Or packets. My bad. I got the liver.
Liver medicine.
Liver medicine
liver
too.
Pills.
Liver pills. I take 4 of those a day.
Yeah.
Smash them in the morning.
You might need some of those.
Oh, it just flushes your liver
I'm
out.
thinking that's probably a good idea that you're taking.
And that's why I did it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy. So, and then I just got a bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah, okay, good.
And it all came at once. Oh, I got a bunch of energy drinks, so I'm bringing these bad
all
boys
the
in.
different flavors. Hey, Screaming Freedom, because we got
Yeah.
the 4th of July coming up here very soon.
Love 4th of July, baby. It's my favorite. One of my favorites.
Are you going to be putting your flags out?
Yeah.
With your bench clear shirt?
USA? Hell yeah. I'll wear my USA hat, USA everything.
Do you have like everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What do we wear Ukraine stuff?
Firstform.com/Cam&Strick. I'm getting those protein bars, baby.
Yeah.
I'm getting that level 1 because I'm getting jacked now that I'm wearing my bench clears.
With a
Nick,
shirt
Nick would look good in these.
Huh?
First Form Nick would look
Oh,
good
fuck yeah.
in one of these things.
Yeah, I know.
You can wear
We'll dress them up.
You can wear the Blues ones too. They got shorts, dude. They got hoodies. They're fully licensed. By
The Devils hoodie I have, which is huge.
Sick, huh?
Whoever stitched that thing
Did a good
is
job with
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like they have it's just a huge badass Devils logo, but the stitching is top notch.
Fantastic.
Looks fucking it's really expensive.
So First
but it's
Form
not.
has amazing apparel too, man. And this is in fact underneath my my Panthers sweatshirt today. I've got on a
It's cool, Andy.
shirt. Cool. See? Yep. With an American flag on it.
Yeah. Oh, they always do. I love it.
So, and you can wear it under your.
And he's like, I prefer a Ukraine flag, but it's all good.
Why are you putting words in my mouth? Spreading rumors. Protein bars, multi-factor, electrolytes, whatever you need. Firstform.com/Cam&Strick. Use our link and use it today.
Yeah,
and a lot of people are, man. We get the emails when people use our link and purchase stuff, man. I love it when that email comes through, man. I love it.
Damn right.
So thanks for all the support. Hat launch at hatlaunch.com, Cam.
Yeah.
At hat launch, you get what?
Well, every hat tells a story. Don't confuse me with Bellman. No, we love Hat Launch. They can do anything for you. You kids have a big tournament. You want to have their own hats, shirts, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
They got it going on, man, and they'll get it out to you quick. They will. Shit, they made these yoink hats for us, which people are asking me about left and right, by the way. So if they have any of those available, whatever you guys want to do with that, but they will be available. Those guys made a shit ton in like 24 hours. Send it to Andy. I mean, they're the real deal. They're the best in the business. Check it out. Hat Launch. Get your kids something. There's a big party or something, a bachelor party at the lake. You guys all want to dress, a big golf tournament, anything, they'll do it. Your fucking NFL fantasy bullshit.
We've had people buy some hats who live in Utah, all over the country.
Yeah.
They're doing it for their business, man, getting it for their whole team. Customize that hat. Every hat tells a story, man. America's #1 source for customized hats is who?
Hat Launch.
Say hi to Danny and Jordan.
Danny and Jordan, you guys are cool. So, man, we all need to hang out here soon, by the way. Hang out
Happy
soon.
Father's Day to Danny.
Happy Father's Day to all you guys. Seriously.
It may have been his first Father's Day.
Yeah. Well, I think we've all had Father's Day. Just because you're not a father, you still celebrate Father's Day because you had your
first Father's Day as a parent,
as a dad. Okay. Yeah. That's always
my
fun.
My Father's Day yesterday was, I got some really actually, I'll show you a little video.
No, and people don't want to see it.
Just because I was, I have it somewhere else here, but
yeah, it's all good. We got work to do here. We got work to do here.
Different things happening.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. Everybody did too. We all did our own thing. Yeah, that's cute. Oh, that is cute. Yeah. It's not good for the pod. It's not good for the pod.
Yeah.
Not good for the pod.
No, I realize.
Send it to me later.
But I wanted to share
Send it to me later.
Wanted to share that for you.
That's cute, man. You know how to get us.
Hat Launch, baby. We love all those guys over there, man.
Right.
All y'all.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all y'all. Bench clears, man. Okay, now listen. Here's the deal with bench clears. Because I want to look at a few things. Make sure I'm getting everything out. First of all, use our link, Cam and Strick. You can use the little sign. What do you call that? The little and sign.
At.
No, it's not an at.
And.
The and.
Oh yeah, and.
That.
Okay. Why at? Just fucking say it.
No, what is it called? The and sign.
And sign. Just fucking say it. Don't be confusing.
Ampersand. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, don't confuse people.
Okay.
Man.
So these are basically it's like a basketball jersey, but it's a hockey
feels
jersey.
Great.
And it feels so light.
Dude, it's hotter than a devil's dick.
Out here it is.
It's bad.
Now where I'm heading in BC, it'd be nice.
No, it'll be probably rainy.
No, it won't.
Okay.
It's gonna be very nice. So we are super excited. our partnership with Bench Clears. Go to benchclears.com, check it out. Go there today. Officially licensed by the NHL and the American League. They got some really cool ones for the American League. So if you listen and you live in an AHL city, you're a fan of an AHL team.
They got cool unis. Even if you're not a fan, look at their stuff. They got this cool. I even sent me some stuff, some American League stuff. Not because I give a shit about the American League.
No, but they're
it's
cool.
just like their unis are sick.
I know. 100% polyester. So fully sublimated. So they're all one piece. It's not like you got a bunch of different things going on, right? It's all one piece of fabric, and they're meant to be worn and washed a lot too. So don't feel like you can't wash it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to wash this for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. 100% machine wash safe, which is very important, Cam. You got to be able to wash them, right? So official NHL and AHL team colors and logos. It fits like a hockey basketball jersey or a sleeveless hockey jersey.
Yeah, it's comfortable and light.
20% off when you use our promo code Cam and Strick.
Cam and Strick.
That's a good discount.
Yeah,
20%. And I want to see pictures of them, man. So go get one. They're cool as shit.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan of Hockey Canada, USA,
whatever you want, they'll make it for you.
The international teams too. Sweden, Finland.
Yep.
They've got throwback like old school jerseys. Like this is an old school Sabres one, but they've got the old school Quebec Nordiques. I got a Hartford Whalers one I'll be wearing.
People like that too, man. The Hartford still.
Yeah.
And the Quebec Nordiques.
So Carolina fan, you want to wear the Hartford too, you can.
Yeah. They got it all.
They
check them out.
Everything blues, everything you're looking for. So check that out. Cam and at Bellman, you get no
swinging dicks, none of that crap. Nope.
But you do get sushi and flavored water. They have a lot of different things for you that you can. Just the customer service is next level.
It's a good shtick you got there. Dale, what's up, baby? And Kenny.
Say hi to Kenny.
Kenny, what up, baby? Happy Father's Day, all you guys, man.
Say hi to Danny boy.
Danny, what's up with you? Troy, Missouri. That's where it's at.
And Dale?
Dale, God damn it. Troy, Missouri. Easy to get to. Anything you want there. And people kind of think Buick is for like an older... No, like those Buicks are fucking nice, dude.
Buick.
I keep bringing Buick up. You know, I like the GMC Denali trucks.
Yeah,
like I do. I like the big Dodge. Wouldn't mind getting a diesel for the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
Hauling some shit up to the Grand Tetons.
You don't need that.
Although a big road got swept away up there, man. What?
You don't need that. I mean,
nice.
You would need one if you actually
you want to drive
had a use for it, but for you
to drive up in the wintry weather in the wintertime to the Grand Tetons, yeah, that's you need.
You don't live there.
Did I say I did? I want to go to the Grand Tetons.
I see. Are you gonna take the car there? I see.
No, the truck.
Would you rather fly or drive?
Drive and
distance.
Take stops, boom on the way, and stay. Have a big RV in the back.
Should we do a Cam and Strick cross country like trip?
No, I want to do it with Kate. I don't want anybody else with me.
You can be in a different car.
No, I don't want anybody else with me. I don't want to have to hang out with anybody else. No.
Okay, we'll be in a different car.
No, but like that's some intimate thing you do with your wife. I don't want anybody with me on that. If we want to go to a lake together, that's fine.
Okay.
Or a ski trip. But like when I'm cruising like that, I just want to stay in our RV, get our minds right, chill out.
Yeah, you don't want to go with anybody.
I don't know.
Like any of your friends. No. Your dad, nobody.
No, he doesn't need to go with us on that. No. That's just Kate and I.
He doesn't need
and maybe the puppies.
So Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram on one side of the street. On the other side, it's Buick GMC, Cam.
You got all kinds of options, man.
Bellman is located where?
Troy, Missouri.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Carson Soucy, baby.
Check the smug out.
Yes, D-man. University of Minnesota Duluth. What's funny is during the interview, you'll see it. Cam wore a Minnesota Duluth
Didn't even know.
Didn't know what it stood for.
It's Kate just puts out.
Didn't know it was a bulldog from University of Minnesota Duluth. He has a Minnesota Duluth hat. You'll see it now here on the Cam and Strick podcast. The Cam and Strick podcast is brought to you by First Form, baby. Use our link and do it today. www.firstform.com/camandstrick.
Get jacked now. They are the real deal.
Get that protein. Check out the apparel. Eat those bars. And drink those energy drinks. Firstform.com/camandstrick.
Yeah.
Now on to the interview. We just hit record and we just go, isn't there a Mackay who played in the NHL?
There's Mackay. He played in the minors. He's actually like my cousin there. He played with the Texas Stars for a bit, and then now he actually scouts for Boston.
Okay, so is that the Mackay who played at Duluth?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I knew there was somewhere. I called it McKay.
First cousins,
It's not McKay.
Yeah.
It's
Is this
Mackay,
Duluth right here?
No,
Am I supporting
we
you?
get that a lot. Yeah,
Cam's wearing.
right there.
He's wearing a Duluth hat. I'm like, he comes out of the car. I see him in the parking lot. I'm like, dude,
I'm supporting.
Dude, you're wearing a. He didn't even know he had it was a Duluth hat. He's like, what?
No, we got it for free.
Yeah, because like that Waggle Golf Company, you probably know those guys out of Minnesota.
Yeah.
They sent us
that
those.
was sweet, actually.
I know. And I'm like, dude,
baby,
I go, he went to Duluth. He's like, what? He's a Bulldog? I'm like, Duluth, dude. That's like
I knew what he was.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who you look like?
Who?
Who do you think I'm thinking of? An actor.
I think I know who you're going to say, but whenever I can't say it.
No, say
it.
Say it.
Bradley Cooper.
Son of a bitch. I didn't even hear that. I saw that right off the bat. You look like Bradley Cooper. Actually, you're better looking than him.
Yeah, thanks. I've heard it a couple times, but whenever anyone asks, how do you don't say that. You can't be that can't be the first thing you say. So,
you just did.
I know.
Yeah, but if it's the wrong thing, they say someone different, you look bad.
He made you say it. I get that too sometimes.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Man, what's up, dude? Are you skating? Are you working out? Are you just hanging out? You fishing? You on the lake? What are you doing?
No, I haven't started skating yet. It's kind of getting back in the gym. I'm turning 30 this year, so working out's a little different than kind of coming back and just getting right back, kind of testing how sore you can get in the first week. So kind of easing back into it a little bit. Won't start skating until the end of the month here.
Yeah, I get that, man. So that's the schedule. Because some guys, man, like I would have to skate. I would take 2 weeks off and start skating because I had to do it. But guys like Elias Pettersson, they'll throw their shit in the side and they won't even get on the ice until maybe mid-August. Like, do you know, is that still like a thing, or is that just the old school cats?
Yeah, for some elite guys, maybe. Like I said, I need to get on a little before then. There's not a ton of ice around here. Like we got to drive up to Lloydminster just at the end of the month for a couple. And then the ice comes into Wainwright, actually, like Wainwright, Alberta there. That's like 20 minutes for me. So that comes in July, and then we start skating 3-4 times a week. But I don't have I used to when we were younger, we used to do that drive for an hour every 3-4 days a week. But yeah, I can't do that anymore. So I kind of wait till it comes in. We got it in the summer now.
How cool would it be to say you're from Lloydminster? Like, what a sick ass town that is. Where's that? Is that north of you?
Yeah, a little bit northeast. Yeah, I mean that's where like Hartnell from. It's right on the border there of Alberta and Saskatchewan. So a couple guys come out of there. Cale Clegg. A couple local guys that are still kicking around. Hey,
listen, Carson, it's a lot easier to throw your bag in the corner and not pick it up till mid-August when you like sign $100 million contract. You know what I'm saying? It's like
no shit.
It's like I got $100 million contract. I'm not picking up my bag till August. It's a little easier to do that. You know what I mean?
But, I can't compare myself to those guys where they put on skates for the first time in 2 months and it's still pretty effortless. I need to keep it pretty consistent here.
How's your body holding up?
Yeah, it's good. 2 rounds of playoffs wasn't anything crazy. Obviously just kind of little bumps and bruises, little hip stuff. I don't know, like I said, 29, turning 30 next month. So yeah, a lot of the workouts now just kind of try and stay mobile pretty much. Yeah. Obviously put on a little strength, but yeah, you're not kind of doing the same lifts that you used to do. That's for sure.
So like, what do you work on? So like, I remember doing it like, okay, I got to work on my speed, quickness, like agility stuff. Like, does it change every single summer? Like, are you just like, how does my body feel? Let me evaluate that way, and then we'll work from there.
Yeah, definitely evaluate the body more so. Definitely have more say kind of with the trainers and stuff now that you're like one of the older guys in the gym. You don't just get bossed around by the trainer. Like, yeah, you're doing this. You're doing conditioning today. So yeah, definitely evaluate the body, but got into some sprints today and then, do more agility stuff. A lot of stuff just like for me, just to stay low. When I get tired, my stride, I'm tall, lanky. I get standing straight up. Looks pretty tough, but a lot of stuff for me, just trying to stay in that low, almost 90-degree position, really helps my skating.
Is that what you were working on, Cam? Your speed?
Yeah. No. Exactly what I was working on. That's what a lot of people work on. Your first 3 steps for everything.
All the explosive.
That's why I tell you with Ty, you got to every
get that,
fucking day.
You got to get that separation. Yeah. There's no doubt. Hey, are you still playing softball? I mean, you're like a international, like world-class softball player, which I see like here in St. Louis, like softball is kind of like what you do when you're older. Yeah. It's more slow pitch, but this is like a big deal because I hear some of these Western Canadians, man, they grew up playing, they call it fast pitch or whatever. And
we call it fast pitch.
It's a competitive sport, right?
Yeah. Softball is a little, I don't know. It doesn't come off the same. You got to say fast pitch just because, especially when you say it as a man, they're like, what's that? So, exactly. That's kind of all we had. We're just a small town. So yeah, we played that. There was 4 or 5 of us, maybe 6 that kind of played on the national team. Actually, just like the crazy story of my first year, I played 1 year junior A in Spruce Grove. Fortunately, the coach actually was from Irma, it's a small town, played senior hockey with my dad. So I knew him pretty well kind of beforehand. And actually, me and that Mackay, we were trying out for a Team Canada junior team that was going over to Argentina. So we talked to him before. We said, hey, if we make the team, we might be gone for 3 weeks in October, November. So both of us end up making the team. And this is my draft year. And we make the team. And then we go over to Argentina. And I missed about 3 weeks of the junior A hockey season playing fastball for Team Canada there. Looking back, maybe not the smartest decision, but at the time I was like Team Canada. I didn't really know I was going to get drafted at the time. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of a once in a lifetime thing for me.
Is it what's the worst position in fast pitch?
Don't call
what's
it
it
softball,
called?
Dude. It's fast pitch.
Yeah,
fast pitch. It's softball. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's all everything.
If they're like, hey, Carson, we want you to be the pitcher, are you like, go fuck yourself? I'm not getting dinged by a line drive.
No, I can pitch. Yeah, I mean, I pitched kind of all growing up. That was the thing. Back in when I was actually throwing, could probably throw low 70s, high 60s, kind of 60 mile an hour, low 70s.
Underhand?
Yeah.
Dude, who's teaching you how to do that?
Jimmy Finch?
Nobody's getting like Tommy John injury doing that.
No. I don't know. It was just it was big at the time. Kind of, I don't know. The small towns, just kind of Western Canada. It's actually still decently big out in Ontario. I used to go to pitching clinics. My dad played. That was probably a big part of it. And then we just had a good local talent of a team that, we won nationals as a town of 500 twice. So we just had such a good group that we played with. Yeah.
How come they don't just pitch overhand like baseball?
They do now. Yeah. It's kind of like it's definitely died out. So like all the younger kids, my nephews and stuff, they're starting to play baseball. We were kind of the last group coming up that did. And like the women's is huge too. Like obviously that's kind of what's like on the ESPN down in the States. That's obviously getting even bigger, like the women's side of it. But yeah, now it's pretty much all baseball around here.
So years ago, all these guys in Western Canada, like in Saskatchewan, like apparently like Chaser and Barry Melrose and Wendell Clark and Joey Coaster, like they all played on the same like fast pitch team. So
it was huge.
They're all related.
They're all related somehow, whatever. Yeah. Okay. And I'm in a like a charity softball game. And I go up to bat, and all of a sudden the guy who's pitching, Kelly Chase, says, "Give me the ball."
Get him.
He comes in to pitch, and I'm like, thought he was just gonna like whatever. Dude, it's coming in like 85 miles an hour, like, and he's got the whole motion.
I've never seen that from a guy.
And I got around on it actually. It went foul, so it never got recorded. But first swing, I think I closed my eyes. But I'm like, what were you just doing? And he explained like that's how they grow up. They grow up playing like they call it fast pitch. I'm like, dude, that's softball. Hey, it's man. No matter how you describe it, it's softball. But it's cool. Yeah. You're playing with like a big ball though, right?
Yeah, big ball. Yeah, it'd be literally the exact same thing. Yeah. That's just kind of that small town. That's what we grew up doing.
What position were you?
Yeah, I'd pitch mostly for Team Canada. It'd be like second base, a little bit of field. But yeah, mostly pitching for a lot of years there. And then once hockey kind of started taking over, I got hit with a line drive probably when I was like 16, 17. I was like, I think I'm done pitching. I think I'm done pitching now.
Yeah, but isn't it ironic that you're scared of the softball, but yet you're blocking shots with your face with a goddamn rubber puck coming 100 miles an hour. So what's the difference? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, puck does more damage too. Obviously, a couple broken bones for me this year. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts worse. That's for sure.
What'd you do? Break your hand? You broke your hand, missed like 20 games, right?
Fibula first, came back, played maybe 7 games. And then there was a little floater from the point. I just kind of went to like blocker it with my hand, like nonchalantly. And I got back to the bench like, oh man, like squeezing my hand's a little sore. And then, there was like right on the edge of the pinky. Like it was the softest shot, like nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
And it broke your hand?
Think about it.
I wonder how that
just
happened.
like kind of a little fracture in the like 5th metacarpal or whatever, just right on the pinky. So
hope you changed your gloves.
Just like tough spot.
You can bury that company right now. You can bury that company.
Sometimes it doesn't matter though, man. Like you're trying to block
just
it
where
this
it gets
way.
It. Yeah.
Yep. I know.
What's the worst injury you've ever had?
Matter. Yeah, I like hockey injury wise, been pretty fortunate. Like a couple MCLs, like shoulder sprains, ACs, but like nothing of the major. Knock on wood, like no surgeries. That fibula was pretty big fracture. That was probably the biggest one this year, honestly.
How'd that happen?
Another shot. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Just shot. It was kind of just kind of caught like at the back of the ankle almost. I was a little turned. Someone kind of like got into me, and then my foot was a little turned, so it missed a lot of the protection on the skate.
Let Ian Cole and Zadorov and
Get
those
him on,
guys,
yeah.
let them eat
Myers,
the shots.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You don't need to be doing that anymore. We need you on the ice.
Have Quinn Hughes block the shot.
Yeah, well, we don't want that either.
Yeah.
Hey, did you tear your MCL though in softball? And because that's what your story says. I read that you tore. So then, how'd you tell the coach when you came back and be like, I got hurt in fast pitch, sorry, and you tore your MCL, so you were out for how long doing that too?
First game back, tore my MCL. Like came back from fastball. First game back, like it was one of the last shifts of the game. Took out my knee. So missed about 3 weeks playing fast pitch. One game back, tore my MCL, missed about 2 months, played about 30 games that year. Somehow got drafted.
Was this your NHL draft year?
Yeah, this is I got drafted out of that year. Yeah, somehow.
Well, it
You
worked
were a
out.
first rounder.
Worked out for you.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't on anything until, I mean, I was 18. That was my second year eligibility there. So I wasn't really, I don't know, draft wasn't even on my mind until that year, pretty much of hockey. And then I kind of got used to the growth spurt I hit like 2 years before. I wasn't just this awkward 6'3", 175-pound kind of guy skating around out there. So it turned around pretty quick between that year and a half there.
Andy and I have never had a growth spurt like that, obviously, especially him. But like when you do have that growth spurt, are you like, God, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, some bitch, like I'm looking
like
big now.
Your pants
like,
don't fit.
Yeah. Like your knees are aching because you're growing so fast.
Yeah, but it's not like that confident of like, I look good. I'm like 6'4", 160 pounds. Like it's the opposite. It's like, what happened to me? Like I got zero muscle on me. I can barely skate out there. It's like, it's worse almost for a bit there. Where you kind of struggle to find it again.
Yeah. Can you dunk? Were you like doing like tomahawk dunks?
Is it a Brittany Griner
overnight?
Dunk? I need to warm up to get over the rim, but yeah, I can barely dunk.
Dude, I remember watching you like during the kind of like the post-COVID season that was like 56 games where the Blues played the Wild like 45 of the 56 games.
God.
It was like every other night. I'm like, who is this guy? You're like fighting, you're hitting everybody. I was surprised I didn't protect you, man. Were you a little shocked that you were like left unprotected by the Wild?
No, I think kind of hands were tied at that point.
Yeah. They didn't want to let you go, you know?
Yeah, like we had good talks with them. They kind of were just hoping that would slip through, but with kind of who they had on no movement deals, they were kind of, I don't know, they were kind of hand tied right there. With Dumba too, they wanted to protect him. And then the rest of their D were pretty much on no movement deals. So, I don't think they really had much of a choice in that regard, really.
You got a bird back there?
Yeah.
What do you got going on back?
I got twin girls upstairs.
Oh,
how dare you say that?
Yeah.
How dare you say that?
Did you not hear a bird sound?
I heard a young girl.
I was actually going to warn that. Yeah, I was going to warn. They're probably
how old are your twins?
Just about 9 months.
Oh man, that's awesome.
A bird.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Is that the sound of your daughter who's making the? I thought it was a toy.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. I've got 3 kids, man. I know. But 9 months is a great age, dude. Are you are you babysitting right now? All right, your kids. You're not babysitting.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. No, my wife's upstairs, probably feeding them lunch right now. They're probably just getting excited.
Hey, dude, could you like? Is property cheap up there? Like, if you wanted to buy. Like like just an acreage anywhere. Are you thinking
like
about
Brad Richards in his hometown?
Just fucking buy out a town.
Yeah, it's cheaper for sure. I mean, I did actually buy like 7 acres just outside of like my hometown. It was like $170,000 for 7 acres out there. So it's a lot cheaper. We're on the lake right now, so obviously everything on the water kind of jumps up a little bit. But I mean, I'm out in Vancouver for 8 months, and then I come back here. It's
my God.
The complete opposite.
Everything though, at the gas station, at the supermarket, at everything, is there a big drastic change in price when you go from Vancouver to here, or is that Canada?
Yeah. I think Canadians just even like Canada's just more expensive. You wouldn't notice a big thing from just a grocery store or the liquor or whatever, but just on like property and stuff like that, gas obviously gas out in Vancouver is over $2 a liter. So coming back here, it's definitely it's nice to, I don't know, not just throw your money away pretty much.
Oh man.
Dude, I feel bad that I said that.
You should.
9 months is the perfect age, by the way. That's the best age.
They're buzzing. Yeah, they're buzzing. Yeah.
Are they crawling around and all that?
Crawling. Yeah, we get them in the walkers. They get cruising around.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they're starting to interact more because they're identical twins. So,
do you know which
like
one's
fight
which?
over some toys?
How do you tell?
Yeah, one's a decent amount bigger right now. Yeah,
really.
She's got a rounder head. She's quite a bit bigger, and then the other one's kind of lighter and faster. Takes the toys. She kind of bullies her older sister actually, but yeah, they're starting to move around pretty good.
What's it like going from no kids to 2? Like right off the bat. I mean, you had to get double everything. Double cribs, double strollers.
We got
double high chairs.
4 cribs, got 2 places. We got
oh my God.
It's insane amount of stuff. Yeah. It's nice. I think honestly probably better going to 2 instead of doing 1 and then going to 2. Like you just gotta jump in. You don't really know anything else kind of. You obviously need a little help. Like the in-laws are obviously a huge help. Like her mom has been down quite a bit helping out. Otherwise, yeah, you're swarmed. Like if I'm by myself with them, you don't really get a minute. Right now they just climb all over you. You don't really get a minute to yourself unless they're sleeping, which now they're sleeping good. But I mean, that stretch when they're younger and they don't sleep more than a couple hours at a time. Yeah, you're pretty tied down.
You got a boat on that lake?
Oh,
yeah, we do. It's getting in the water today. It's been miserable here, windy, cold. So yeah, we cleaned it up. It's getting on the water today. We got a nice surf boat going in.
A little surf boat, like a jet engine on it?
Yeah, surf boat, Super Nautique 22. It's
22
nice.
Foot,
yeah,
that's easy. Yeah, zip around a little bit.
Cam doesn't know anything. He acts like he knows boats.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Andy hired. I have a boat. I don't know boats, so I know what
I do.
got.
So you know, he's lying to you.
Yeah.
I like to hire people to drive the boat.
That's what he does.
Well, I see these videos all the time. Like you get pulled over on a boat. Like, are there boat police out where you are, or there's nothing like that?
No, this lake's too small. Like it's like maybe 6-7 kilometers around the whole thing. Pretty shallow for the most part. You can't fit like more than 6 surf boats. That's pushing it on this lake. Like you can get out there. Luckily, we're out here during the week. There's not like a ton of people out here, but the weekends can get pretty busy. You're struggling to get a surf boat out there with multiple others out there.
Can you fish?
Yeah, it's all catch and release. You can catch some decent sized ones. Yeah, throw it back in. But like I said, if it's busy out there, no, you're not fishing on a weekend.
What about the predators up there? Do you have bears? You got mountain lions? What coyotes? Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, saw a couple coyotes this week actually, and then I think in the winter there was a mountain lion hanging around the lake. Not really bears. Bears up a little more north. You might see one every now and then, but yeah, I'd say mountain lion occasionally, more just coyotes pretty much.
You run into any bears in BC? Like when you're in Vancouver, like going out to your car in the morning, there's just like a black bear hanging out?
No, I wish. I mean, I wish we were a little more like out in the woods there, but everything's so crowded with houses that you're not seeing anything.
Do you wish that though?
I wish like honestly, I just wish we could live in like West Van and not have to deal with like the bridge and the traffic and stuff. Cause I'm a little closer to the airport. Like we still found a nice neighborhood, but you're not like in the big trees and kind of, you don't feel like you're in the mountains as much as if you're out
I see what you're saying.
West Vancouver stuff. So I kind of just wish it had that little more feel, or I wish there was a better way to get from West Van to downtown.
I do feel like in Vancouver though, like the highway system's kind of funky, you know? Like you got to go through little side streets everywhere. Like there's not like fucking interstate that just cruises right down. It's kind of difficult to get around. Yeah.
There's no highways. Yeah. Luckily for us, like basically everything's like 2-lane streets with like a ton of lights. So yeah, that's kind of how I get to the rink. But like there's one highway that kind of goes out. But once you're in, like, yeah, there's nothing. There's no like, I don't know if you go to Edmonton, like there's the Henday that kind of goes all the way around the city, or even Minnesota, there's a bunch of freeways. Vancouver's got nothing.
Nothing.
Did you like living in the States?
Yeah. I honestly, before we signed in Vanna, we're like, yeah, we'll probably never sign with the Canadian team. Sure. Yeah. July 1st comes, like Vancouver, obviously great offer, great coaches. We're like, that's probably the best place to go. So, and you know what, we love it. Like, but at the time, yeah. And we were pregnant with the girls at the time. We obviously wanted them to be dual citizenship just for kind of future. If we ever want to buy a house down there somewhere, might make it a little easier. But we do love Vancouver, but there was a time where we're like, yeah, we'll probably never sign with the Canadian.
But is that a problem for, you know, free agents and stuff, even Canadians, like to want to sign in Canada?
Unfortunately, yeah, probably. I think it would be just because, like I said, Vancouver's expensive. Taxes are up there. Especially like maybe for the bigger guys making like $8 to $10 million. Like when you're making like, I'm not saying I don't make good money, but when you're like the lower end contracts and you get the tax free, even in Seattle, no state tax, so you take home a little extra. Just every paycheck. So I think that's kind of, people look for that. If I'm going to take a little bit of a discount, it's going to end up as the same amount of money when I'm in a different state that's got no state tax.
I know,
Yeah,
man. Everyone wants to go to the state tax.
Yeah.
I'll be out in Vancouver in a couple weeks, man. I'm looking forward to it. I love it out there, but it is expensive, man. It's like, it's crazy.
The food's good.
Yeah, the food's good.
There's
a lot going
on.
on.
Food as a city, like in the whole, close to the whole league, really. Like they have just, and it's tough. We got 2 girls now. We don't get out to eat as much, but like we get a different recommendation every other week of like, oh, you got to try this spot. You got to go here. We made it to like 3 of them. So we got some exploring to do.
Who really like mesmerized you when you got on the ice with your teammates? Like you got so many like high-end players, like whether it's JT Miller, who doesn't get enough credit, Quinn Hughes, you got Pettersson takes the one-timers, Besser, who's got a great release. Like, who are you watching? Like, damn, dude, I didn't realize this guy was like that good, But you knew he was good, but watching him every day up close and personal, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, for obviously Quinn, like watching him every day in practice is insane because it's funny. You know how you have guys in practice who do like, they like kind of dangle you a little bit because you're going a little slower. You get the chirp like, oh, do that in the game. Then you watch him in the game, he's like, oh, he just does that exact same stuff in the game every time too. So you can't really use that against him, but yeah, he practices just like that. Like he's going, if you're coming out at the blue line, like he's going to try all that stuff and he kind of perfects it to obviously how he can do it in a game. And then, watching him every day in practice, just kind of skate and move. It's like, holy smokes, like this guy is on another level. And then, just another would be JT Miller, just how strong he is when you get to battle against him every time in practice. Obviously like a couple battles we had in Vancouver, but every time in practice, like he's just so strong, can skate, can shoot. He's kind of just that full competitor.
No, he's a warrior, dude. And you fought him too.
Yeah. They were on a little skid the year before. I still remember. He's like, "Hey, let's go." I was like, because I think Pearson just fought Larson, and he's like, "Hey, we're going." I was like, "Are we?" He's like, "Yeah, we're going." I was like, "Okay."
He's throwing, dude.
Yeah, he's strong. And he's intense. Like you can see that now. Like we had a good year, and he's a very intense guy. Like he obviously just wants to win, and he wants to compete and do well. And they weren't at the time. So he obviously just kind of wanted to take things in his own hands and kind of turn that team around.
Yeah, no, we had him on last
cool.
off season, man. He was great when he came on with us.
Totally cool.
He was like going after the Vancouver media a little bit.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny, man. But how
now they love him. Now
they love him. Yeah,
the whole city. I think they said it was a pretty crazy year this year, just kind of getting recognized. He's like at the end of the season, like he couldn't go anywhere pretty much. Whereas the years before, he's like, it kind of jumped up a notch just because obviously he was loved. He had an unbelievable year. We obviously had a decent amount of success compared to the years past. So yeah, he was kind of.
Is it like,
I don't know.
Is it like that there? Like you can't go anywhere? I would imagine you got recognized a lot in Minnesota too, right?
Yeah, Minnesota every now and then. Vancouver, like for me, it's different when I go out to when JT goes out or Quinn or Pettersson. You get it every now and then, more than Seattle and probably a little more than Minnie, obviously. But yeah, those guys pretty much wherever they go now, whether we're out to eat or something in Vancouver, they're going to get recognized and probably have a couple pictures taken.
Yeah, it's the way it is, and that's a good feeling too. But it's nice to be able to hide as well. But when they gave you number 60, we're like, oh, cool, number 60. This fits perfectly with my.
They thought you were that. They're like, here, you look like an offensive lineman for the Vikings. 60. Yeah, we're gonna give you 60.
I tried to change that pretty much as soon as I could, and then I got the response. You can change it when you make the team.
Okay.
Training camp number.
I was like, okay, yeah.
Hey,
I honestly might have had it in development camp too. I went to 5 of them, so I think I had that number for longest time I've been in the league. I had it for like 6 years there. Terrible number. Terrible number.
Terrible.
Oh my God! You went 5 years to the development camp?
Yeah, it was awful. Yeah, I couldn't believe they asked me to come back for my 5th year. I was like, really? I thought I was off the hook.
We need to see you a little more. We haven't seen enough of you.
this is when it was 8 days too. Now it's like, oh, come in for 3 days after camp. You'll get to go to like a ball game. We're skating 2 times a day. Like I could barely walk by the end of it. Like they're 8 days right in the middle of July where you're just kind of bagging yourself. Now they're like 3-4 days of kind of pretty much relaxing, getting to see the facilities.
I know.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we're gonna bag you for 3 weeks straight, but you get to go to a Twins game.
Yeah, and then play paintball.
And you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Paintball. You're wearing sweats. It's 90 degrees heat and humidity in Minnesota. This is terrible.
Pelted in my hip that hurts.
And go ride the go-karts. It used to be. I mean, listen, when like Andy Murray would be running like development camp, you'd have like Europeans coming over who hadn't been on the ice, who flew like 3 days to get here, and then he's like screaming at them in their face.
Screaming at
poor
him.
Patrick Berglund a few years back, man. He's like, I just got drafted. I'm just trying to like get my legs going. Exactly. What time is it?
Oh yeah, the hamstrings. I remember the one year I could barely walk. Like we were just doing sprints as soon as we got there, then skating twice. Like this is terrible.
Hey, what's Quinn Hughes like as a captain, man? Because, you look at him from the outside, and he's an incredible player. But, he looks so young, like, is he boisterous behind the scenes? Is he loud? Will he get in guys' faces? Is he a rah-rah guy, or is he just leading by example on the ice?
Yeah, I'd say he's a little quieter, obviously, but he leads by example, and he leads just by work ethic, too, on practice days, kind of being first one out there. He loves working on his game, and it's obviously kind of pretty much the best in the league at what he does. But he's still out there kind of working on it every single day. And then, he's not afraid to kind of say every now and then, but like I said, mostly lead by what he does on the ice. You just kind of watch how he competes, and you kind of follow from there.
Hey, did you think you were going to get suspended for the cross check on McDavid? Like, you got Zadorov on one side, he pushes him into you. And I know people are like, well, it's because his head got pushed down a little bit lower, like you were going to hit him in the thigh or something, but so you knew.
No,
it's McDavid. Although Draisaitl last night, man, on Barkov, and it doesn't sound like he's going to get suspended. So you just never know how it plays out,
As soon as it happened, I was like, oh, great, I'm suspended. I thought, honestly, I was like, it is unfortunate because obviously I wasn't going for his face. But at the same time, it's at the end of the game where you're going to get a win. You want to just try and basically get a little bit of a lick on their best players. Like we have kind of Zadorov and me and kind of guys who can lock down a game out there. So a little more grit, I would say, where you kind of just want to send a message even for the next game. Unfortunately, he kind of got folded from Zadorov in the back and then right there. And then I was like, maybe he won't. But then I saw the video. That definitely didn't help my cause. So I was like, probably going to get suspended here. Honestly, probably thought more than one game, but I think kind of they saw the intent wasn't to go right at his face. So I think that was big.
And he slashed you too. Did you feel the slash? Did you feel that at all or no?
Right on my pants. That hurt. That made me mad.
Big time.
We're
praying for you.
That hurt. Quad contusion.
But you played it cool though, man. In the
quad contusion,
you played it cool, like in the interviews and stuff like that. Whatever happens, man. I believe in the system and whatnot. So you played it cool,
Yeah, and he did good too. I mean, because I think if you see, like, I'm like, he was mad after. I don't know. Obviously, it didn't get him like right in the face. Otherwise, I think he would have been down. But he got right back up. He's like, dude, that was dirty. I was like, man, I didn't try to get you in the face. So I think he kind of like understood that too. He was good in the media. Just kind of said like, it's playoffs. Like that kind of stuff happens. Obviously, a little more unfortunate to get it that high.
Is he loud on the ice? Like, will he chirp, or is he pretty quiet? Or you just like want to leave him alone anyway?
Yeah, I wouldn't say he. Maybe if you're chirping him more, what am I going to say to him to chirp him? Really, like you kind of do your damage just trying to be physical on him. Like there's no chirps for me that is going to benefit. Like when he's playing against me, obviously because he could burn me at any moment. So that's going to kind of come right back in my face. So no, I don't really go at him as much. So I think he's pretty quiet. Like I said, he just kind of goes. He does his own thing. I think that probably just fuel the fire even more. And then that's the least thing you need.
So so as a D-man, and you see Connor McDavid wheel around the net where he's like in a bad mood, where he needs to do something, and he gets that speed and he wheels around, he picks the puck up. Are you like, Okay, here we go. I got to get my fucking gap. Like, how does explain the process when he does that shit?
Defending him.
Defending.
Yeah, a lot of it when he has that much speed, you kind of just got to give him the zone. Like you basically just back into your net because the fortunate thing is like maybe he doesn't shoot enough through you as he could. But if you have that tight gap, like a tight gap on him is almost worse sometimes because he can just beat you through that stick and then you can't catch him and then he's already behind the net. Where sometimes you just back in almost just like close to your net and then it's not the best play because then he'll turn out, make a play to a D-man or find some other guy, but you kind of pass that along. Like hopefully your coverage is good coming back where it's more of a team coverage at that point, whereas he's not just burning you that one-on-one. But I remember the one time against McDavid, this was against McKinnon. I was still with Minnesota. I got on the ice. Puck was kind of coming around as a rim and I just got on the ice from the bench. I was kind of coming in, like looking to get a good gap. I saw him pick up the ring. I literally just turned around, skated as fast as I could for like 5 strides, like facing the other way, and then turned around. Like I say, you do the same thing, give him the blue line. He cuts back, like maybe finds another play, but at least you're not on SportsCenter. So,
but are you sometimes not with with those guys? You're like, man, maybe I could step up and fucking crush this guy because you do that really well, and you've done that plenty of times. But with the big guys that are cruising down, like. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to give him some space because there's no way I'm going to be able to step up because I'm going to look like a fool.
Yeah, the timing would have to be almost perfect. Just because he's so shifty at that last second. You're either going to get a penalty or he's just going to burn you. Like the timing would have to be perfect of where the puck's like maybe not even there yet and you're stepping up. Like because once the puck's there, he's already got his head up or he already knows. So he's a hard guy to hit. So yeah, the timing has to be perfect or you're kind of giving him his space pretty much. Maybe along the boards. That'd be kind of the big one.
Who's faster on the ice? Like when they're coming down on you, like just in terms of like a one-on-one situation, which one feels faster? Which one feels quicker when you're defending a McDavid versus a McKinnon? I mean, there's some other guys maybe you put in that category. There's not too many, but it starts with those two.
Yeah, they're so equal. I think McDavid maybe looks a little like longer, I guess, whereas McKinnon, he might be like stick handling, like going like that, like when he does on the half hole, he's got that little like fast twitch stick handle where no one's really around him. He's still doing it. They'd be so close where, I don't know, they just kind of look a little different where McDavid's got that like longer stride speed where, I don't know, McKinnon's maybe just a little more explosive, a little more fast twitch with the puck there.
And what about Draisaitl, though? Like, people don't talk about defending him as much, man. I mean, it's like he's so big and he protects the puck so well. But then you see him get moving through the neutral zone, too. He's like a freight train, that guy, man. I mean, he can move as well.
Yeah, he's like you said, he protects it well. He's almost harder to knock off it. And he's a guy who kind of likes when you're close to him because he's such a good passer that, the closer you are, it's whether it's like this much over your stick, that little sauce that you don't really lift your stick. It's there, but it's just over where you can't really reach it or it kind of goes through you. But yeah, once he gets down low, then he's pretty much protecting it. Unless you have like a head of steam, you're not really knocking the puck off him.
Okay, so we talk about all the big fast guys, McKinnon, McDavid, and whatnot. But like, who's a guy that when you're matched up against them as a D-man, like you're like, God, I got to deal with this guy all fucking night in front of the net. Every time I get the puck out, he's hitting me. Like, who's that guy?
Yeah, there's a couple. I actually think like that last year, Dallas in the playoffs, like they played us pretty hard. Whether Hintz or Robertson was kind of buzzing around, hitting you, Marchman kind of coming around. They just had like kind of waves last year where no matter who you were going against, it just kind of seemed like it was a tough matchup. I don't know. It's hard to say like those teams out East, I didn't get to play him as ton this year, but like Brady Tkachuk, he's always going to finish. I mean, he's best friends with like Quinn Hughes. He's always going to finish. Quinn doesn't really matter.
He does it. He's coming.
Yeah, he's coming. He'd probably be one of the most. He battles so hard net front. Like he would kind of be that where wearing you down on that 60-minute kind of night. He's going to give you kind of his all every shift for sure.
Hey, when Demko's hurt, how did that impact everybody's belief and confidence, like knowing you're not going to have your guy back there, even though like Seelov's like he made some incredible saves, that guy,
Yeah,
but it's different, man. He's not Demko, so no one can expect him to be Demko either. Demko's one of the best goaltenders in the world. So how are you guys able to overcome just not having him? Is it as simple as just moving on, or that had to be difficult, man?
Yeah, honestly, like as a team in the first round, we're just going to play. We didn't really think about it all that much. I think our main thinking was just get to the next round and hopefully he's there. Really, like that's all you can do. You can't really dwell on it. Really, it basically sucks. You're just like, hey, well, we'll just play our game and hopefully get to the next round. Hopefully he's there. Like I said, we were kind of one game away from where he probably would have been back or even closer in that third round. But yeah, you can't really think about it too much, especially in the playoffs. Like during the regular season, you kind of afford to maybe like, oh, this sucks. We're not playing well. Like we don't have our starting goalie. But in the playoffs, it's like, no, we don't have time to think like that. We gotta bring our best. Like it's playoffs. Everyone's injured. Everyone gets hurt. So I don't know. It's just kind of next man up.
How close was he to getting back?
Yeah, I think like early in the next round, it was kind of a weird injury that we didn't even really know either. Like everyone's like, oh, like no one knows the timeline. They're kind of keeping it, but like we didn't really know. He was kind of just rehabbing his skate, and when it felt good enough that he could come back, he was going to play. But yeah, I wouldn't say anyone really knew the exact date, really.
So you've had Bruce Boudreau kind of gave you your chance. You know, he saw you in training camp and he gave you, and then of course you have Rick Tkachuk. We've had both those guys on the podcast. Like, what's the difference between those two as far as coaching styles?
Yeah, it's hard. Bruce was a while ago. It's kind of hard to remember. I think I just had him for the 1 year, and then obviously Dean took over. Decently similar, like, but not a ton of yelling. I think, yeah, it's hard to say. I think Talk's really good at getting guys to buy in and really going over like the structure, the system, consistently, like night in, night out. Like this is what we have to do. Like this is as a team what we have to do, and not really like focus on the other team as much. I think Bruce would kind of be a little more so just kind of focusing on the pre-scout, doing the other team and stuff. Where Talk's more just like this is how we need to play. This is how each guy kind of needs to play. Your role, pretty much whatever. So I think like as a team, like that was nice. We kind of really bought into the system and our structure and how we needed to play. And I mean, it showed for most of the year there.
How's Tocchet like with the guys though? I mean, he seems like he'd be such a great communicator, at least, you know, kind of easy to talk to. We were around Berube every day here in St. Louis, kind of a similar situation, and they're best of friends. But would you guys like YouTube Tocchet on the plane and just be like, okay, we got to see what this guy's all about, like on the ice, and just see? Like,
there was a little bit beforehand, even before I got there, probably. I think, I mean, even the same, like Adam Foote, like obviously, like,
oh yeah,
Footer's there, still like one of the guys at points where he just kind of wants to hang out, bullshit with the guys a little bit. Like he's the man. You can tell, like, obviously played a lot of years, but then he's still got that really good coaching instinct. And I would say kind of the same for Talk. He deals more with the forwards, so I know Footer a little better, kind of dealing with him through most of the year. But yeah, I mean, just so much experience, and you can tell that obviously they still want to be around, be part of the boys, but they do a good job kind of towing that line of we're still the coaches, but Footer still, you know, tosses in like, oh, that's a fine, you know, telling everyone to find other guys. We're like, we don't do that as much anymore, but more just kind of money on the board, not really just handing out fines. But yeah, he's always there, kind of messing around in practice. He's pretty funny.
See, we had Foote on too, man. We did. And
yeah,
are these guys loud on the bench with the refs? Because Berube always had Steve Ott next to him too, man. And I just feel like they would just like intimidate the officials sometimes, just giving it to them in certain games. They got a little quieter, I think, this past year before Chief got let go. But are those guys, do you think they have their way with the officials, like Tocchet and Foote? Like, man, they've been around for so long, man. I just feel like they say whatever they want.
Yeah, I'd say Footer's pretty quiet with the refs. He leaves it, to talk, where I think as any head coach, they're always starting at the refs. He's definitely got a lot of respect from the refs. Yeah. But he talks to him with respect too. Like he's not just screaming at him all the time. He'll bring him over. You're like, you know, kind of talk to him pretty calmly. Whereas if they're far, obviously you got to yell. But yeah, there was one good story with Talk this year. I think I can't remember names, whatever. Someone got like hit twice, or maybe it was Quinn got hit twice. Talk brings the ref over. He's like, hey, like you got to start calling that. Ref's like, no, we didn't see much. He's like, that happened to me. I'd break that guy's nose. And the ref's just like, I know you would.
And he would.
They respect him though, man.
Yeah, exactly. And like talks like he's got that experience. Like that did happen. And we're all just like, yeah, like you probably would have. Like he kind of got that. Like he obviously played. He can back that kind of talk up. So it's pretty funny.
So, hey, you played for teams way out in West and a lot of travel, but you see Edmonton and Florida, and like we got it good. Like in your NHL, you're flying charter, it's all good. And the planes aren't that nice, but when you have an 8-hour flight, like, are you like, God damn? So when Florida has to go to Edmonton, like if you're a player, what do you do on the flight? Are you dreading that flight? Or are you just like, nah, I'll just zone out, sleep? Like, is it that easy for you?
Yeah, it like now, like Florida, Edmonton, yeah, you're getting almost 6 hours where I would definitely sleep for a bit. Now with 2 girls, that's like, yeah, I'll just sleep the whole time pretty much. Maybe catch up on some shows. Like I don't watch much TV anymore. We kind of just, girls keep you pretty busy. So as of now, like that flight, I'm like, oh yeah, like that won't be bad. Like sure, catch up on some sleep, watch some shows. A lot of guys still play cards. Nintendo, even like a couple guys at the back would do like little like golf tournaments. In Seattle, we did a lot of Mario Kart, just on like little Nintendo games. And then there's obviously 2 card tables that are going. So it can be long on the way back. I think on the way there, you just kind of make that day out of it where it's like, yeah, whatever, get a little nap, watch a movie. I don't know. Like we get treated, we get food, honestly, on the some games after games, like on the way back, you get like the grilled cheese like halfway through the flight. So I don't know, maybe a couple glasses of wine. It goes by pretty quick.
Hey, were you at the expansion draft with Seattle when everyone knew who was getting drafted before they even announced the names? Like, how did you find out?
No, yeah, I did find out the day before. Yeah, Billy called me. Billy G called me, and said kind of they picked you. But no, I wasn't at the draft. I was kind of just like the main 6 or 7 guys there that kind of flew in. But yeah, I found out the day beforehand, and then like even before I could tell people, everyone already knew. Like I found out like over phone call before the list came out, and then within like half an hour, I think the whole list was out. So I don't know.
Were you pissed? Were you pissed? Like, were you upset? Like, because you had a good thing going in Minnesota, and listen, you got a good thing going now, so everything works out and it's all good. Yeah. But were you like just first time that happens, man? You get plucked away. It's kind of out of your control. How'd you react to it?
Yeah, I was definitely hoping to stay in Minnesota. Just because, I was kind of finding my way there. Like Suter was kind of the buyout. I thought I'd have like a little more opportunity, I guess, just with kind of who was leaving, kind of who was coming in. So I was a little bummed, I guess, not really, but they did pick just a lot of NHL defensemen too. So I was like, holy, like this is going to be competitive. Like Seattle picked like 10 D-men with like NHL experience. So it was like the first year was kind of a lot of guys, like even like sitting out. I sat out a couple games, like didn't have the best start. Had like a decent finish. They traded a couple guys away, but at the start I was a little disappointed because I did want to stay in Minnesota. That's kind of felt like home, going to school there. I had a lot of college buddies around. The first year I got to Seattle, it pretty much rained for like the first 2 months I was there, and we were living downtown. I was like, this place sucks. We're losing every other game. I was like, get me back to Minnesota. But the second year we liked it a lot, actually. Obviously being better helps, but found a better spot to live. And we enjoyed our second year pretty good.
Hey, what's more expensive, Seattle or Vancouver?
Yeah, Vancouver, they'd be close. It's Canadian dollar too. That's nice. We get paid in America, like paid in US money, but probably Vancouver a little bit, like just off rent. Well, just off everything, like gas and everything would add up. But I mean, at least it's a Canadian dollar. That helps a little bit bring it down.
What about some of these big hits you have, man? Like you line guys up so clean, and your timing's perfect, dude. And you lay into them, you lean down, you follow through. But every time I feel like I'm watching all your YouTube clips, man, you're fighting after every big hit. Like, what do you think of that? Whenever you lay somebody out, although very clean, are you like, why the hell am I fighting? Or are you like, yeah, okay, I crushed a guy, although it is clean. I'm going to suck it up and I'll give this guy a go. Like, what's your take on that whole thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I actually didn't have to, like, after a couple this year. I think more so once you get down to playoffs and stuff, they kind of respect like the big hit. And I think if it's clean enough, like, yeah, you shouldn't have to answer really, but obviously it depends on who you hit too. Like I remember I hit Terry in Anaheim when he was younger and Getzlaf stepped in. And obviously I'm like, yeah, like still an older guy sticking up for a younger guy. Like, and he's basically, yeah, like we're going, and then he's after, it was awesome. Cause he's like, hey, like great job, way to step up. I was like, sweet. Like you're Ryan Getzlaf. That was kind of cool. But yeah, I don't think like every clean hit should have to be. I think there's still that, I don't know. It depends on who you hit though. Like you can't be running around hitting star players. There's obviously, you still got to protect that. But I mean, I hit Kolesar this year pretty good. He popped up right away, didn't have to fight. Like he kind of obviously respects a good hit too. He'd be trying to do the same thing to me where, where you don't have to, but I still think there's a time and place where, yeah, like it's good to have someone step in for sure.
What about Zadorov? Like, because he's a hitter, man. Yeah. You guys feed off one another just in terms of like when he's out there playing the body and crushing guys, you're like, it just gets everybody going.
Yeah, for sure. He's just so big and thick too that he can be almost at a standstill and hit a guy and knock him over. Where like I'm a little skinnier there, like I have to like time it and get like a little bit of momentum there. But man, he's so strong and like obviously bigger where he can kind of throw hits around. Whereas you don't need that big speed or he's coming at you fast. But yeah, you kind of build off that for sure. You want to. I mean, you see the crowd get into. You're like, well, I kind of want to get into that too.
What'd you think of the college game? Like, did you know anything about college hockey? Like when you decided to go play college, like coming from Alberta, and like when your friends were like, yeah, I'm going to go play college hockey. And it's getting bigger and bigger, man. You've got the first overall pick this year is coming out of college hockey. You have so many USA, kids who played college who are playing in the NHL right now, star players, man. So yeah. What'd you think of it when you were going there and what'd you walk away with, man, after experience playing NCAA hockey?
Yeah, no, didn't have a clue. I got cut from the Oil Kings when I was like 16, 17. I got cut from the Oil Kings and I was like, oh, that's pretty much it. Like as a Western leaguer, like a Western Canadian kid, you're like, that's like the only option. Like I didn't know a thing about college until, I played that year at junior and some college kids or teams started talking to me. I was like, oh, like that actually might be like not a bad thing to do. And then I think like being there was awesome because as a skinny guy, like I got like 4 years to skate more, practice more than games, work out more than games, where I could put on the little muscle that I have as a tall, skinny guy. I think it's getting a little more skilled. I mean, with cages, it's so hard to get pucks through still. Like people just block shots with their face. Like it's so hard to get a lane like as a defenseman, but there's a lot of more skill coming through college. And I think it's kind of taken over as where kids want to go. I mean, I loved it. It was the best 4 years. Like no joke was the most fun hockey and just kind of the atmosphere that kind of I never really knew about. So it was awesome.
So when you have a cage on at that age, by the way, because sometimes you play juniors, you play AAA, you have a cage on, you go to juniors, you got the half shield, so you get used to pucks flying in your face. But when you have that cage on at that late of age, and all of a sudden you have a half shield, do kids, when they have the cage, like, do they go face first into things, and all of a sudden you have that off? Is it a complete different change of mindset of how you approach different plays throughout the game?
Yeah, everyone's just a little more fearless. Like I wouldn't say you're going face first, but like you're even down more, you're on one knee, like you're just taking up so much space. I mean, people are a little more reckless with their sticks, obviously, coming out of it. Like you don't realize it. You get hit with a stick in the cage and stuff. You don't realize it a ton. But then you see some college guys, once you have a half visor that, like sticks are coming up. Everyone's kind of a little more reckless. Can you hear the girls upstairs right now?
Yeah. No, now I know what vacuum. Now I know what it is.
Come on, Andy.
I know what it is now.
Yeah. It must be nap time up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone's just kind of a little more fearless almost, whereas you're not really like getting out of the way. You're just like, I can look right at this shot. Like I don't have to like turn like this. Like I'm looking right at this guy. Like if he kind of jukes me, I'm still looking at him.
Did you win a title there? They had that run where like they were unbelievable, or did you miss one?
Yeah, we lost to Denver in the national championship game. We kind of like a couple of us stayed back for like that senior year. Like guys like Iafallo with Winnipeg now.
Yeah.
We had Neil Pionk there too. We had a good team. A couple guys came back that like those guys could have signed. Tried to win it. Yeah, we lost. And then we're like, they snuck into the tourney next year and then they won 2 in a row. So it was awesome. Like obviously Duluth proud, but it was definitely like, man, like we were so close. Lost 3-2 in United Center to Denver.
Man, and Denver's had a nice run too. I talked to a bunch of those, Winnipeg boys who played at Duluth actually when they came to St. Louis, because it was right around the time when Adam Johnson passed away. Man, was he a good friend of yours? Were you guys pretty tight? Like, how did that rock the whole Duluth community, man, with that skate incident?
Yeah, we were pretty close. Like he obviously, he was roommates with my cousin there, so like we'd hang out a decent amount. Like he was a couple years younger than me, so you're obviously a little closer with your classmen or who you come in with. But yeah, we were definitely close. We'd hung out quite a bit at college, kind of keep in contact every now and then. But yeah, that was tough. I mean, just for obviously Pionk, those guys who was down in Minnesota, like they were some of his best friends. Yeah, it was tough for the whole Duluth community just because he was liked. I mean, he was just such a good guy, like super funny, super well liked just by teammates and just kind of even guys played with in pro. Everyone's kind of got this Adam Johnson story. He was kind of a little saltier kind of guy, but just like a funny, dry humor of, I don't know, just kind of good teammate where we're hit the Duluth community hard for sure.
Yeah, I talked to Scott Perunovich about him a lot because they're from the same hometown. He had left to go to the funeral, but he came back wearing the neck guard. I know Pionk was too. Did you feel like a lot of guys were talking about that, like inside the room? Like, how much of a discussion was that in terms of guys thinking about wearing that neck protection?
Yeah, no, I actually I'll probably try it next year. I had one in my stall. It was a little too high, like the too full neck brace, where I was like, I don't know, kind of just wasn't that comfy. Try and get maybe some of that War Road stuff next year.
Yeah.
That looks pretty comfy, pretty slick, I guess, where it's not like taking up all the way to your jawline there. I'm not saying like that's bad to have that. It's just kind of not as comfy when you're skating around. But yeah, I mean, I definitely talked about it. I had one in my stall. I just kind of never got around to wearing it, but yeah, probably next year. Why not? Like obviously crazy incident, but I got a skate kind of right in the chest this year, especially that I was like, afterwards, I was like, okay, next year, like I'm probably for sure wearing one because there was kind of nothing I can do. I kind of fell down in the crease and there was just kind of some guys like skate just kind of up like that. And I fell right here and I was just looking at it like, and I couldn't do anything because my hands were kind of back. So after that, I was pretty much like, yeah, I think next year I'll probably come back wearing a neck guard.
Did it cut you or no?
No, it didn't. Got me right on like the chest pad. I just kind of like landed right on top of it where you look at it and you're like, I'm looking right at the skate blade falling kind of helpless. So that was kind of obviously I was thinking about it at the time, but that was kind of like, yeah, I'll probably come back next year wearing one.
But what else? Like, is there any issue like padding that you wear as a D-man? I mean, the puck's coming at you so much, so fast. The puck's the scariest damn thing on the ice, really. And so, like, is there an extra little padding that you put on your skates, or like padding that maybe like some of these young kids could wear growing up? Is there anything available?
Yeah, it's tough because we have such good trainers that can sew it on to like shin pads and everything and put it on your skates. Like I have stuff like on the inside of my thighs, like the inside of the shin pads that you kind of just like sew on a little bit on both sides. So when you kind of like do that turn to block it, like your inside of your legs really exposed. So I got a little extra there, little extra on the arms. This year I was taking a beating, so I was just throwing it on everywhere. I got a little extra on the back, like extra paddings that the trainer just sew extra down that you don't really notice it, but it helps just kind of those areas that aren't quite protected by the shoulder pads and the pants that connect there.
I should know this, but like when you broke your leg, like, did you go down? Like, did you skate to the bench? Did you know right away something was seriously wrong?
It hurt. I skated off and the puck was going in our zone. And I was like, I got to get off here. Like, I'm going to be a liability out there no matter what. If you actually watch the shift, it's a little funny because at the same time, Myers like kind of sprained his ankle. So we're both out there hobbling, trying to get off the ice, and the puck's going back in the zone, and I'm just skating off because I kind of knew it felt a little different. I haven't really broken many bones, honestly. Like this year, obviously, was a tough one, but it took a little after. Like I was on the bench, I was like, man, it's not getting better like it does. It's taking its time. Where I was kind of like, maybe I'll just get it looked at, and I skated off, and then once I took my skate off, I could kind of barely put pressure on it. I kind of knew I was in trouble.
What about a mouth guard? I know you have smile real quick. You got beautiful teeth, right? Yeah, you got pretty teeth.
I've been lucky. Yeah.
Do you wear a mouth guard?
No. I think mouth guards are just more for the concussion thing. Like it's not saving my teeth, and that's kind of why I used to wear one, and then I've seen guys with mouth guards get a high stick and they pull the mouth guard out, and the teeth are out with the mouth guard. So I'm like, if it's not saving my teeth, I don't really like breathing or talking as well on the ice.
Yeah.
Like I like to be pretty vocal and kind of hearing more so.
Like that?
You don't want to like
yeah.
Like,
I gotta be vocal on the ice. Yeah.
Like Brady Tkachuk or Patrick Kane. They don't even put it in their mouth.
Chewing on. Yeah. So whereas I don't know. I don't like to talk as much on the ice when I have it. Like you said, feel like it falls out or whatever. Yeah. And then once I saw it's not protecting my teeth as much, I was just like, I'll probably just go without it.
How was that Iafallo, man, in college? Like, did you know he was going to be as good as he is in the NHL? I like watching him play, man. He's a hell of a player.
Yeah. In college, obviously, it was different too. Like, yeah, he was unbelievable. He could come in. It didn't matter, like hungover. It didn't matter, like not an ounce of sleep. He come on the ice. He's the best player. You're like, how is this possible? He come out, he would just dominate practice. Or, when you get there, you got like the month of September where coaches aren't on the ice or something. So you kind of have your weekends, then you come out for like a Saturday skate and he's still the best guy on the ice. And you're like, I don't know if this guy slept last night. And he's still one of the best guys out here. So he was obviously, yeah, he was pretty special. And then we were like, a couple of us were thinking of signing, and he's like, no, I think I'm coming back. And I was like, well, you're better than me. Like if you're not signing, like I'm not going. Like you're the one who's like the best player and could be going. So that kept a couple of us, like that Toninato too. He had some offers after the junior year.
Did you think you were going to make did you know that you were good enough to play in the NHL? Because like you played a little bit, then you were down in the minors for a full season, right? You didn't make the team out of camp. Were you thinking at that time, like, I don't know if the NHL is in my future? Like, give me your honest opinion there.
Yeah, honestly, I never, even once I got drafted, once I was in college, I was like, it's still such a long shot. Like I never really thought I'd have like an NHL career. Like looking now where I've had 5 years in the league, like that never really crossed my mind that I'd be able to do that, even just because I never was that talented growing up. You don't get that like confidence of like, oh yeah, or like it was not my dream to play in the NHL because I just kind of wasn't as talented growing up, where like I got cut from midget AAAs and got cut from Bantam AAA. I was like hockey's probably not that much for me. And then I got up, I played pretty well those games. Then I had a kind of a rough playoffs. Like that first year, I played 3 games, got to play with Winnipeg. We played against Winnipeg in the playoffs, and I was a step behind. I mean, I came in playing 3 regular season NHL games, and then we played that powerhouse Winnipeg when they had like Bufflin and that big decor. Like I thought they should have won the cup that year when I think it was Washington's year. They lost to Vegas, but yeah, I was like, after that, spent the whole year down there. I had a pretty good year, but at the same time, I'm like, I still don't see like a full-time NHL career in the future. And then I kind of came back, made the most of an injury next year with Minnesota. Like Greg Pattern was out, kind of made it as that 7th, and then just kind of made the most of pretty much every opportunity that year that gave me, which obviously timing was a big part of it.
You're doing it now, man.
Yeah, man.
Doing a hell of a job.
You're doing a damn good job.
Hey, when Pettersson wasn't scoring in the playoffs for you, everyone's talking about it. Like, is there so much noise and so much buildup? Are you sometimes like, I just wish everyone would just stop talking about it? Maybe like he takes a deep breath and he's going to reestablish that scoring touch. And was that hard to watch a guy of his caliber just kind of struggle a little bit offensively?
Yeah, you notice it with the Canadian media. There's a lot of noise, which it kind of sucks. Like you're just like, because we don't like, obviously I wasn't scoring, but like we're just like whatever. Like hopefully like he starts putting the puck in there. He's still a big part of our team. Like they kind of come at him pretty good. We're just like, I don't know. You just wish it was a little more quiet and just kind of let him do his thing. But the Canadian media, they kind of go at who's ever's not just kind of performing up to what they think or what that high standard should be. Well, like you said, he wasn't scoring as much as maybe he was during the regular season, but I don't know. As teammates, you're just like, whatever, we'll all kind of pick it up and then hopefully start putting the puck in the net a little more. But it's hard to score in the playoffs. It's hard to score down the stretch. Like that's kind of, we understand that.
Ask the two big boys in Edmonton about that right now. You know,
yeah, like it's hard to score in the playoffs. That's just what it is.
If you're playing bad in Van, and Talk seems like such a cool cat, man. Again, we had him on, and you know, we know him a little bit, but like when things are going bad and he's pissed, like what's practice like with Talk?
Yeah, it's hard. We didn't have too many stretches, and especially like me, I was injured for a lot of the season this year. I think I played just over 40 games. So we had a lot of good stretches. There's a little more battle. I think as any coach, you just kind of have that little more intensity, little longer practice, little more battles. Like he's not afraid of that. So if we ever were kind of struggling, or he kind of thought, a game was a little like lackadaisical or something, yeah, he's not afraid to throw a little more battle drills in the next practice, a little more compete. But I think our team kind of like that, going at each other in practice a little bit, competing at each other. We got guys that like to compete, and then, put those in practice. I think we had the one practice fight, and then there's some good battles that go on.
Who fought? Dakota Joshua fight somebody?
JT Miller and who?
No, it was Garland and Hronek. It wasn't much. I guess it was a little bit of a fight, but wasn't anything crazy. Obviously teammates, but there were some battles going on.
That little feisty Garland, man. He had a good playoff.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, good player. Yeah, competitor. Just like I said, we got guys that kind of like to compete, like to work hard, at their game. So in practice, it gets pretty competitive for sure.
Will JT call you out in practice? But get fucking going.
Yeah, I mean,
it seems like you would.
I don't know if you'd call like a guy out directly. I could see it. I don't know if I saw it this year, but he competes in practice. Yeah, every shift. So if you're not going, he'll let you know a little bit for sure.
He called
you
out,
better be on his level.
He called out Joshua for not getting the puck in deep that one time. The media's like, well, he's yelling at his teammates. Yeah. It's like It's like any other city. It'd be like, hey, get the fucking puck in deep, and nobody would say a word about it. You know what I mean?
No, and you just know that, like you said, he wants what's best for the team. It's not like he's just thinking for himself. Like he plays the way he has to play, and the intensity that he has for the best, for the betterment of the team. Like we need him at that level.
Yeah, I got you.
Damn right, man.
Joshua was here for a little bit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to see him doing his thing.
Dakota.
Yep. Yeah. Honestly, such a good season.
Yeah.
I think kind of just started to elevate that game, that intensity, like big hits, scoring goals, tough to move net front. Yeah, it was good to see.
Yeah,
you got a cool team, man.
Another college kid. College kid.
You got a fun team.
Yeah, a lot of college kids.
Yeah.
A lot of college on the team. Yeah.
Well,
I think it's a lot now, though, in the league.
Yeah.
Like just kind of
everywhere.
Taking over now. It's a lot, man. It's
everywhere. Everywhere. So don't get too comfortable up there in Canada, man. Maybe your daughters will
now
play
they're saying
hockey.
Like you can play Western League and then go to college. Like that's the new thing they're talking about. Or you can play major junior and go to college. So
with the NIL money and all that.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. Junior A might take a hit, which is the only unfortunate thing, but
I know.
We'll see where it goes.
They would have paid you about $2 million in Duluth.
You would have got a shit ton of money.
No, Duluth's working class. We don't get that. We don't get the charter flights. Working class, smaller city.
You fly commercial up there?
Commercial.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we're not like a Big Ten school, or North Dakota or something. Yeah, working class city.
Do you guys hear stories about Holly? Like, is there like a jersey in the locker room of Brett Hall? He's the greatest drink player ever. He scored like 60 goals or something.
No, we got actually like Hobie Baker winners. Obviously, Scotty just added to the list, but the most one who comes back, who is probably like one of the best Duluth players ever, is that Bill Watson. I don't know if you knew him, but Hobie Baker winner. Yeah, like one of the best Bulldogs that comes back.
Don't act like you knew who Bill Watson was before you got to Duluth.
No clue.
Let's be honest, dude.
You're
like Bill Watson. I'm like,
yeah, man.
No, I'm sorry.
Derek Plant would be a big one too. Who's assistant coach in there. No, I don't know if he's still with the Blackhawks or not, but
no disrespect to Bill Watson, man. He's obviously a legend there,
Legend.
But Holly's a legend. Holly's a legend.
Holly just doesn't really, he just doesn't come around as much.
He ain't coming back there.
He ain't going up there.
You never know. He might.
No.
He's in Mexico.
Yeah, exactly.
Playing golf.
So all the best, man. Hey, we wanted to get you on, dude. Love your game, man. So,
we love watching you play.
Keep doing your thing.
Appreciate that, guys. Yeah.
Good luck with everything, big dog.
Have a great summer too.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I'll go see if I can put the kids down.
Yeah,
kind of
there you
quiet
go.
down for the,
and you'll help
for the
me with
next
that.
podcast. For the next podcast.
No shit.
All right,
Okay.
see you,
See you,
man.
big dog. Be cool, man.
See you guys.
Right
Thanks.
on.
The Chemistry Podcast is brought to you by Bellman. Behlmann. Bellman Automotive. Located where?
Troy,
Missouri. Buick GMC on one side of the street. Right on the other side, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get yourself some new wheels in time for the winter. All right, that was Carson Soucy.
I like him a lot. Bradley Cooper.
What a great dude.
Yeah, he seems like a cool cat.
Very good player.
Tough.
Very aggressive.
Seems like a good teammate, you know?
Ian Zadorov. Tyler Myers. Got some aggressive guys.
Yeah, I like their decor.
Tyler Myers is a free agent, I believe. Zadorov, too?
Take him. Zadorov's going to probably want a lot of money.
I know.
What do you think he's going to want? 6?
Well, I just wouldn't overpay for him.
I wouldn't either, because he'd slow down. He seems like he'd slow down.
He hits, gets the one hit, and then everybody's like, oh, he's amazing.
Well, he scored a lot of goals in the playoffs.
I understand.
He was breaking records. How many goals he's scoring?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he broke Joe Banowski's record or something like that, where he scored 3 goals.
That's
3
Canucks record.
Oh, sorry, that record's not good enough for you. He still scored some big time goals.
Speaking of the Canucks, talking to Jeff Brown at the golf tournament.
Yeah.
When I was
hanging out with us,
holding up,
not golfing.
Took a couple putts, which is my new thing, by the way. I will come golf with you and not golf.
No one cares.
I like to be in the cart. I like to drive the cart with tunes and a cigar, and maybe an energy drink. I'll be wearing a bench clear tank top, and I'll just go golfing with you. It's like you're kind of in nature. It's very pleasant. But you know that famous goal that Pavel Bure scored in overtime, Game 7,
against
to
Calgary,
clinch the series.
Calgary,
when he received a pass, split the D
Yep.
at the blue line, went in, breakaway goal, celebrated.
So swung his stick like this.
Do you know who made that pass to him?
Brownie.
From the right.
D to D, right to Brownie. I know. It was a great pass. He got Pavel at 100 miles an hour. That was a damn good pass. Did he brag about that to you whenever you're talking to him?
I told him I didn't realize until I watched the replay.
I knew that from
that. I knew that. Well, I had to remind myself. I probably didn't know, but I had to remind myself.
I know all Pavel Bure's goals, dude.
Okay, well, this is a Brownie trivia. Yes.
Yeah, but that was one of his biggest goals, too. I remember he's in a corner swinging a stick around that was sick.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll play that mug for you guys.
Pavel Bure, man.
Yeah.
Love Pavel. So big shout out to Brownie, too.
Love to get him on.
Pavel?
He was my favorite player growing up.
I was one of mine. With him. Yeah. And, of course, he played for the Panthers, too.
He did score 60 goals back-to-back.
Yeah.
They had a sign in Florida that said something about who scores more, something, and then or Pavel, something like a sexual term.
Like Curtis Joseph, who has only God has more saves than Cujo.
Something like that.
They had that here.
Cujo was fun to watch in the early 90s, too.
This is a small, and I didn't want to, I brought it to hang up, but I didn't want to put a nail through it and ruin the shirt. So I put it on instead. So I typically wouldn't wear a small. But to give you an idea, they fit a little big. So don't get yourself a size that
this is double X. I could use an X.
Yeah, just, size accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Look,
could you fit into the small?
Probably.
Yeah, you probably could, actually.
These, they're stretchy.
You need to get your arms tan before you start wearing these things.
I know. I need to start working out.
Can you get a spray tan?
No, I'll just get my tan on.
Yeah, just go sit on the deck or something.
Yeah.
In your, BC gear. Mm-hmm. You're good. Bench clears. Why are they called bench clears, Cam says.
He asked that question, and I'm like, what? He's like, no, because when you clear the bench, we get hockey fights.
Carson Soucy's cool, man. We got some great stuff coming up for you, man. It's a summertime.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the final. We'll see how long this goes.
We'll see what happens here.
And
we might do something.
We'll react to it.
We'll react to it for you guys.
But let's hope it's some good games. And
yep.
If the Panthers win, man, it'll be their first Stanley Cup in their franchise history. And this is a fun team to get behind. I like this Panthers team an awful lot. There's a lot of connection personally between Jamie Kompany on the bench and Tarasenko and Mikkola and obviously Matthew and the entire Tkachuk family. That Tkachuk family deserves to have their name on the cup.
Yeah, they do.
So this would be
both of them do.
And we'll
hopefully eventually
probably started with them this summer.
Yeah, I know.
Probably have a good time.
I know. We forgot how much we partied in 2019.
Oh my gosh.
Here. We just had our 5th year. The Blues did a bunch of stuff, and we had to look in. I saw that you posted all kinds of stuff too about all kinds of interviews Andy was doing throughout that. Kate's looking up all these pictures of us partying with the cup over the summer.
I know.
We got lucky. We were able to party with that thing intimately.
Yes.
Thanks for Patty. Thanks to the Blues. Thanks to people that we know in St. Louis.
Cam got attacked by an old lady one time during the cup party.
It got a little crazy at Patty Maroon's first party, I'll tell you that. And I'm just trying to break up some fights. And a lady came up.
That's why Cam talks like, well, if there was something going on the plane, I'd be the first one there. Like, I've seen him in that. I didn't see that coming from you.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, okay. I rounded everybody else on them. Get out of here. Fuck with me.
Whatever.
I rounded everybody else on the bus. Everybody's just like, what do I do, Cam? What do I do? Like, no, this is what we do. Let's get on the bus. But the lady thought I was going to go fight with somebody, which really I was going to go break up a fight. And she stuck me with her long fingernails right in my neck. And Kate never loses her mind. She lost her mind on this woman. Get the fuck off him, you bitch.
Yeah.
And then I threatened her that I was going to beat up her husband if you touch me again. No.
Did you come on the bus back with us?
Yes. You went the first bus. I was a later one.
No, it's the later.
I was with you.
Yeah. Stayed there all night long.
Yeah.
Remember we had fun that day? That's when you were like, wow, they like to have a good time.
Yeah, Andy's son. Good for you.
Yeah, fun.
I hope so. I like hanging out with fun people.
Fun, Andy.
But it got a little crazy, and it is what it is.
But again, Cam was getting taken advantage of. So I don't. Yeah, a little bit.
Not really.
A little bit.
No, we just had our people there, and then the people that owned the place had their kids, and then they invited all their friends, and I was friends with everybody.
So
I was partying with them too. I was partying with them
early in the day. You were.
And then I had to pick and choose which side, and obviously I'm going to pick the hockey boys from fucking Oakville.
Hell yeah.
And then I got choked out by an old lady, and Kate almost lost her mind, and I was going to beat up her husband just to make a point. But I didn't.
There were some swinging dicks.
I was like, I'll fuck your husband up in front of all you.
Oh, my God.
Don't you ever fucking touch me again. Don't you ever touch me again.
Jesus.
I know.
All right.
Whenever you brought it up.
How nice would this have been for that day?
Oh, God, yeah. Great.
For a outside Stanley Cup party.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Damn right.
I want to see y'all wearing these now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, firstform.com/Cam-and-Strick. Get everything you need there from First Form, baby.
Screaming freedom.
Cam-and-Strick podcast fueled by First Form.
Damn right.
Use our link and do it today. Apparel, bars, energy drinks, supplements, whatever you're looking for.
All of it.
They take your game to the next level. Get the app too, man. Download that app and do it today and get your life organized. Right?
Damn right. The app's the best part.
The app is the best part. Sometimes it just pops up. Hey, time to weigh yourself in. I'm like, oh, I know, but you got to do it. You got to do it.
You probably weigh the same every day anyway.
For like 20 years.
The next last 20 years. No shit.
Bench Clear. Listen, benchclear.com, 100% polyester. These are, they're like basketball jerseys. But
they feel great.
They're hockey jerseys.
They feel great.
You can get any team you want, man. Every team, all American League teams, fully licensed by the NHL and the American League. Quick shipment. Comes in nice packaging. They're super. I'm very impressed, dude. And they're comfortable. So get one for you.
Great for the summer days.
They've got like third jerseys, home jerseys, away jerseys. They got everything. Check it out.
Good for the boat. They're good for all kinds of stuff.
Good for
the pool.
everything.
I mean,
and you know what?
Walk in the park. I don't know.
And they've got like hoodies and stuff like that for like the cold.
Really cool ones too. You'll see.
Yeah.
We'll show all that shit to you.
I know. I can't wait to show it.
Yeah.
Can't do it all at once. But this is cool, man. We got the old school Sabres. We got the Devils today. Oilers, Panthers. Obviously, the Stanley
big boys
matchup. Use our promo code for benchclears.com. It's going to save you 20%. That's a hell of a deal. Cam and Strick. Use the and sign.
Yep. Easy peasy, baby. Save that 20%.
Yep. Of course, we love our friends over there at Hat Launch. Hatlaunch.com, America's #1 source for customized hats. If you own a business or if you run a team, whatever it is, you want to make some hats, best quality hats you're going to find anywhere. Hatlaunch.com, man. Yes, they do.
They made this. That's why I wear
and they make shirts
every
too.
day. Yep.
First Form T-shirts, everything.
Yep.
Like all the First Form, like apparel.
That's why all the big companies
work together. All the big boys.
Funny how that works.
They all hang out with the other big boys.
Shit.
And they made this too.
Yeah. As a yoinks.
Yoink.
Yeah, baby.
So check that out. Hatlaunch.com. Danny, Jordan, the whole crew over there.
Love all you guys, man.
Great people.
Love all you guys.
Cam at Bellman, you get no
swinging decks. None of that bullshit.
But
Joy, Missouri.
But you do get what?
You get good service. And your wife can go buy a car there and not get creeped out.
By
That's
herself.
all that matters.
By herself.
She could get a Buick. She could get a
the same deal she would get if she was with the husband. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? They're going to give you sushi and water? No.
Yeah, they are.
They'll give you water, but not flavored water.
No, they will. Sure they will.
Stupid thing.
And they'll give you sushi, too.
But they are legit. And they have any kind of car you want. I mean, they got a lot of options out there, and they're good people. Check them out. Bellman and Troy, Missouri.
Say hi to Danny.
Danny, what's up?
I said to Dale.
Dale, God damn it, keep Danny in line, damn it.
And Kenny.
Kenny, get back to fucking work. I told you. So,
okay.
Those are my people out there.
And, of course, the Illinois Recovery Center, our friends over there, too. IRC. Baby.
IRC right there in Swansea, Illinois. IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com, man. Get going on that and get going on it today.
Yes.
Illinois Recovery Center.
IRC, baby. But First Form brings us the Chemistry Podcast. Again, next week.
Wednesday.
We're coming a few days later just because of what's going on.
We got to do, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I'll be
okay.
Fighting bears, wrestling bears.
Yeah,
man.
your stories are he's going to have to.
Oh, I can't wait. I've got lots of stories.
He's going to have to embellish. I'm going to have to do something too then so
salmon
I can take over.
I'm going salmon fishing. I'll probably go on a seaplane. Are those safe, by the way?
Yeah, they're all right.
Are they? I don't know about those.
No, I mean, they crash a lot.
Hey, all the BC people, Vancouver, because we get a lot of Vancouver people listening now.
Yeah.
Send me some things to do. Like, what should I do? Do I go over to Victoria Island? Do I go to Vancouver Island? Do I go see Shenner over in Kelowna? Although they're here.
It's fucking a long
That's
ways
3 hours away.
Out of your mind. And he's like, I got all these out. No, you're going to go for a hike.
Hey,
and you're going to embellish a story that you saw something, and we're going to be bored.
We're going to be playing at the North Shore Winter Club or something like that. Apparently, it's like a legendary place.
That's cool.
Winter Club. So we look forward to that. Follow us on Instagram, all the social medias.
Everything.
YouTube. And support all our sponsors too, man. And welcome to the team.
Yeah. Love you guys, man. Be cool.